What this man said, please get him on TV so his wife can believe that he's actually. This one here.
Good morning, one and all, to what is bound to be a fantastic day. This SABC Sport production of the World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival. It is finals day at the spiritual home of rugby in South Africa, Loftus Versveld. Pretoria Harlequins taking on College Rovers. Rovers, of course, from Durban. They won the Moore Cup and title holders under the Sharks banner, but they've found the high felt a little bit difficult. The man joining me today is a man who knows every blade of grass here at Loftus. John Mametsa, good morning.
Good morning, Udo. What a beautiful morning. I know we had rain pouring yesterday and the day before yesterday, but today it's just perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the starting lineup for Harlequins as they run out. Look out in particular for the halfback pairing of Ruan Dupree and Hendrik Mulder. Mulder, of course, used to be with the Lions at under 19 level all the way back in 2015. And then interesting, Ruan Dupree, scrum half today. He's not only a rugby player, but he makes your coffee as well, a barista of note. And then College Rovers, I tell you what, they were taught a lesson on Saturday. Only Marco Palvi coming into the match today is the only starting forward from that 37 loss as play gets underway with College Rovers playing from right to left. And we are bound to have some fantastic big hits all across the day. Harlequins, of course, playing in the famous colours, one of the oldest registered outside of London Harlequins anywhere in the world as the Harlequin side. And of course, John Mametsa, this is your old team.
This is my old and present team, by the way. I'm still part of Harlequins. We proud ourselves of giving good entertainment, but also sticking to what works in Pretoria.
Absolutely. Jason Alexander starting hooker today. He will look to find his men. The conditions, chalk and cheese from Saturday to today. I suppose it's Easter weekend, so he has risen, and now we have sun out at Loftus Versveld. Finds his jumper quite easily. It was Daniel Stokes there who got up and took that ball. The side today, of course, captained by Inichadebe, who starts at number 10 today. Because regular captain, and there's Inichadebe in possession, our regular captain, Jared Crouch, not even in the starting 23 today, John Mametsa. So, die Naka bulle het hulle goed laat les opsê net nou die dag. Good carry there by Stembisom Flongo. Now Inichadebe will get that backline going. Not the best of passes to get things underway.
I think in the early exchanges it will be a bit wet, but as time goes on and the sun is out, we can see them putting it through their hands, putting on some nice phases. But hey, holding on, that's good contention from the on the floor. And first penalty goes to Harlequins. Sounds
Incredibly proud of his current teammates, John Mametsa there, but it was really good work by Harlequins to win the possession there, because it was College Rovers who were just starting to put some really good phases together. So the touch finder, yeah, no problems whatsoever. Hendrik Mulder getting them into the Rovers half. Yeah, the conditions were treacherous on Saturday. Much better for flowing, running rugby that this College Rovers side certainly is capable of. As we see them lovely close in support. But, final analysis there, that ball was taken away. Couldn't protect it. Darrell Brink, the starting scrum half today. And from Bloemfontein, Fruman ball. He's from Central High School.
Tell you what, today we've got Hendrik Melder and also Ini Radebo on the other side. I think I'm looking forward to seeing these exchanges of these two tens. Melder, what a promising player he is, steady, and Ini Radebo, we know what he can do. He's done it at the highest level for the Sharks. So I'm looking forward to seeing the matchup today.
Captain of Quins, Ati Uber, looking for his jumpers now, and he finds Carling forward with some precision. Now, can they put some phases together? Looking forward to see just what they can get going. This Harlequin side celebrating their 120th year of existence in 2022. This time, Hendrik Mulder not getting the touch he's looking for. And you can see Rovers are desperate to get the ball up the field, to get running. Lovely little inside pass there by Ini Khadebe. It's Kafisanti in possession there for a short while. And it's Daryl Brink now holding it up. Just a half gap there. They're going sideways here, our Rovers. And stolen. Here's the Barista with a little bit of a wobbly pass. Dupré. One that Dylan Vaderman just could not hold on to.
It was the first time in the opposition half. They were just looking for that moment, but they're just feeling each other in the first 5 minutes. They're playing between the two tens. Nothing to give at the moment, but they're doing the right thing and going for poles. Take the points on offer.
Men in the white shirts there, Naka Bulls. They waiting for the effective final year of the World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival. It's going to be a match of note at 12 this afternoon as they take on Durbell from Cape Town, the champions of the North against the champions of the Western Province Super League. Arguably a matchup between number 1 and number 2 in South Africa as far as club rugby is concerned. But here's an opportunity for Harlequins to draw first blood. Will be Hendrik Mulder, ex-Centurion High School pupil. Will be looking for the first points of the match. Contact is good. Flags lofted. 3 points on the board, and it's Harlequins who get things going here at Loftus.
It's like a final today. It's when the points are on offer, take the points and build up the scoreboard pressure, they call it. And I'm very happy with them taking the 3 points there. Ini Radebe to take us off. And he kicks to the left. Good gather in the 22. Oh, commentators curse. They say play to the whistle. He's over in the corner. Pico Sobate, he didn't sleep. Oh,
terrible mistake there by Junior Malele. I was wondering as we went onto the field this morning, there's a high sun that's sitting on that eastern bank. And I wonder how much of an impact it had, but it's Obatle promoted to the starting 15 today. In fact, Charlie Mayeza, and he gets over for the game's first 5-pointer.
It's an old school era, old school, you know, when they say play to the whistle, Udo. He made a mistake, he stopped playing, he didn't follow up as to see where the ball went. When you look at Mayeza was wide awake. He took the ball, he ran, he canted right over. Nobody was there to stop him. Right after you score, gather, get out of your own half.
Adebe, just to polish it off with an extra 2-pointer, and he gets it indeed. So the lead changing within the first 7-8 minutes of this game. It is now just have a look there at that mistake man, and still looking for the ball, doesn't know where it is. trying to recover there was Junior Malele. And Charlie Mayeza, former Glenwood High School pupil, says thank you very much. Matriculated in 2008. Not a good clearance there by Khadebe. So I'm not quite sure if my fellow commentator John Mametsa, the tone is going to change ever so slightly. Started the game off sprightly, started off so happy with the first points of the game.
It's not how you start. Melda over his head.
Terrible throw there.
Dwayne Visser cleans up. Penalty. Oh, quick tap from Gerard van der Merwe. He goes over the 22. They set it up. One off. He goes hard, he drives, he makes 5 meters. Ruan Dupre, he digs in, he gives it to Melda. Melda, he gives it 1 out. What an offload. They're still going. They are 6, 7 meters out. Now they need to clean up. They need to be patient. They don't need to throw it out wide. Build up the faces. They are 8 meters out. Pick and goes will work. 1 out. Oh, big hit on him. They take him back. Sits down on his bum. Ruan Dupre, he takes it out wide. I think they've got men on the left. They need to spread it out wide. Look at Inira Dewe. He's calling for support on his inside. There's no one there, but they were too slow to take it out.
Yeah, it needed quick hands there, but a good carry by Matthew van Biljon. They'll get a penalty now. Quick tap and go once more. Look at Dupre, the barista, the coffee maker, getting closer to the line there. Challenging the try line. Have a look at the support there. Good defense here from Rovers. Defending with all they have. Yeah, a little bit predictable by Harlequins. Now it will go to the fly-off. They swing it out wide. Is there space on the outside? Stripped away. Charlie Mayeza gets it going. Oh, lovely little step on the inside. Ankle tap eventually brings that momentum to an end. They've taken it up to the halfway line. Ini Khadebe now out to his scrum half. And there's space on the outside. Beautiful pass back in. And what a fantastic try here by College Rovers. Just shows you they just needed good, firm footing. Conditions so much better, and a flowing move wrapped up by the mercurial talents of Ini Khadebe.
Oh, coast to coast. As I was saying, the Harlequins, they just need to calm down a bit in the 22. Composure was lacking. They were just going all over. Lack of cleaners, not crisp passes, turnover, and they got punished from coast to coast.
It was a terrible sequence of passes that gave Mayeza that ball eventually. Just look at how beautiful the distribution is. They're lovely little skip pass as well by Daryl Brink. And then from the outside, Sandile Kubeka back into Ini Khadebe. And it's 5 points to the good with a conversion, and 14-3 the lead.
It's not how you start, they say.
I'm not going to say keep saying that to yourself. Came through quite nicely, but they were spread very thin, and as soon as that pass went out wide, in fact it was Pico Sobahle receiving, and then a beautiful little pass over the top, and Ini Khadebe in the right place at the right time, and he walks it over for the game's second try. Now that's going to buoy them. Now they want to run it from their own try line. Another little skip pass carried by the big man, beautiful on the inside, and now the field opens up. Scrum off on his outside, he comes back inside, but that's gone forward off the hands, has it? Almost sure the referee will call them back. This is promising for the Durban outfit, who, as I said, were beaten 37. They were taught a lesson by Naka Bulls in the rain of Harlequins' home ground. They look a different side today, and as I said, only one survivor from the pack that played on Saturday, because they were scrummed out of the game completely. Just Marco Palvi making the return of the pack. And 3 changes at the back as well, with Pico Sobahle Sandile Kubeka and Choli Mieza coming into the starting lineup today. So they've run the changes. It seems to be working.
I was about to say, where were they on Saturday? Because today they look a different outfit. But that's what changing the team makes. It gives confidence to the guys that are coming in. They want to prove a point that they want to start the next game.
Right, here's a crucial moment in this match for them, because if Harlequins sense that in this facet of play they can bring about some dominance, the game will, from their point of view, tighten up a bit. Very good scrum here by Rovers as well. Surprising. Dupree gets away. Pass in desperation out to Junior Malele. And he stripped off possession. It's on the Rovers side once more. They build it up from their own half. A little bit of an overlap on the outside there, but that pass was perhaps just a bit, caught the player just a bit flat-footed. Jason Alexander with a lovely carry here. Beautiful, lovely offload. Big burst through there by Roger Zondi. In behind Inikhadebe, and the soccer skills eluding the big lock. Etienne Mateis there looking for a kick upfield. He got nothing but fresh air. Relentless here from College Rovers. Zondi needs to get in over that ball. He does as well. Stays on his feet. Has been stripped beautifully there. Lovely clean out, not for the first time in the game, by Duan Gunter. And from Witbank, matriculated at Waterkloof High School in 2016. He's also played varsity cup rugby for the Pucker. And he's a tough man, mine supervisor out in Imalahleni. And we'll have another kick for Poles here. Understandable, given how quickly that leader stretched out Mametsa.
Well, just slow it down, and we're still in the 15th minute of the first half at 14-6. One score after that, you are in it. There's still a long way to go. I think the big mistakes that teams make is that they rush into going out of their own structure. So stick to the structure, and while you still have time, take the points on offer. He's got a good left foot on him. He strikes the ball very well.
Harlequins just up the road here from Loftus, so they will know the atmospheric conditions. How far this ball can travel. Molded with a good punt. And 3 points added, so that will bring relief to the Harlequins outfit. So they take their points tally now to 6.
I must say the match started off at a frantic pace, very high pace indeed, and the sun is out. Hopefully they still have gas in the tank. Ini takes it to the left. Can he take it this time? He gathers this time. He doesn't make the same mistake. Bad pass to the inside, but they kick it out nicely. They go to the 10. This is what they should have done from the first kickoff after kicking the 3 points over. Settle down, play in their own half.
Before this line out is taken, a quick little correction there. The first try scorer, and I thought visually that it was the case, because Sobahle was try scorer number 1. He's swapped jerseys with Charlie Mayeza. Alexander goes deep with this one. They're looking to launch almost immediately. Khadebe in the pocket nicely there, and he finds some space. Calculated risk there with that pass on the outside. So Mayeza now goes to ground. He's brought down. Lovely direct attack of the advantage line there by Rovers once more. They're not giving Harlequins any time to settle whatsoever. Skip pass. Adventurous passing the order of the day. Jason Alexander with a show and go, and he gets to the line. My goodness. How smooth was that? Try time yet again. It's number 3 in the first half.
He tried the chicken wing dummy there. He kept it. He kept pumping his legs. He just went and went. He dragged about 2 players over. What a good try. Look at the handoff, chicken wing handoff. And the reach. What a good try. That's amazing.
Just have a look here at how he gets past full back for Harlequins. Kuni Visser wasn't sure where the ball was going, paying too much attention perhaps to the movement instead of the man with the ball. Now has a chance for yet another conversion. 2 from 2 so far this morning. Chance to go 21-6 ahead. It's curling in, and it's an in-off. Fantastic. So another 2 added. One side dominating here this morning, but what a flurry of action we've had across the first 20.
Yeah, we have started. Now we must come to the party. It's time to grind now.
I've got a feeling somebody's going to be doing the team talk at halftime for Harlequins. Mulder will get them going, goes deep into the half of Rovers, understandably, because they've been pegged in their own in this first 20. Seems to have gone backwards. Lovely chase and an ankle tap there by Duan Gunter. There was no other Harlequin player in support of him in defense. Ah, this is beautiful rugby. This is absolutely fantastic. But the forward pass, though, has ruined a potentially beautiful move. I think that came off the hands of Joandre Michau. Apologies. It's Marco Palvi.
The truck running out.
He's had a bit of a shave as well.
Yeah.
Started on Saturday with a mustache.
I was saying it's a truck running out in the 5-meter channel.
Such a good carry, and it opened up the space.
It did. Just a bad pass there at the end. And they're looking to spread it out wide. Even in that 22, they are not shy to take it out wide. The conditions allow them to do so. And it looks like they've got the backs that can run from coast to coast. But what's interesting is that I want to see how they fare up in the second half, if they're running everything in the first half, because this is not Durbell, it's not KZN.
Yeah, absolutely. That point should not go amiss. We saw on Saturday, that match against the Naka Bulls, they started fading in the second half, and it was only when the replacement front row came on that they were a little bit more competitive. But even that second phase of spell, of rugby, petered out, and you could see there was fatigue in the side. Conditions were different. Conditions, it was very heavy underfoot with all the rain that was falling on Saturday, but there was a fatigue factor.
Set.
Dupree sal voer. Beter skram hierdie keer van Harlequins. Man betrokke in elke bietjie spel. Duan Gunter wat aangee daar na sy man op sy buitekant Kevin Osborne. Rovers wat hom nou afvat. Brink met 'n bietjie van 'n flink dink hier. Op die blind. Lieflike rugby weer eens, vloeiende rugby. Kyk hoe gaan hy deur die hande. En hier kom moontlike nog 'n 3. Pico Sobagle. Hy kom in ondersteuning, Brink wat hom weer kry. Lieflike ondersteuning hier tussen die manne.
Oh, they look dangerous when they've got the ball in hand. The way they give the offloads. They're not shy to make offloads, but the same can go for Harlequins, where the passes are not sticking while they are taking. Too many turnovers. in the red zone is costing them.
Oh, 'n bietjie van 'n besering. Lyk soos Muller wat dalk bietjie aandag nodig het hier. Hy daar binnekant toe gekom het, ja. En dit was die man met die fos hare daar. Net oor hom gegaan het. Kyk net weer hier. Die man wat daar deurkom. 8ste man vir Harlequins. Calling forward. Een van jou gunsteling spelers, John Mametsa in hierdie span.
He's a well-balanced runner, calling forward. I really like him a lot. When it's open, he can really hurt you. But you need to look after him so that you don't give him space.
Hy is 'n 3de jaar student. Hy wil onderwys gee. Hy het ook op sy beurt al onder 19 rugby gespeel vir die Leeu's en 7's rugby gespeel vir die Bulle. In 2018. Goeie skare wat ingekom het vandag. As jy in die omtes is, kom net deur. Gaan 'n lieflike dag wees vir rugby. Soos sê, die tweede wedstryd, die finaal hier van die Easter Festival, World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival. Sal teen 12 uur vanmiddag begin. Is die Naka Bulle teen Durbell van die Kaap. Hierdie man sukkel nou 'n bietjie, Ryan Muller. Gelukkig kom hy nou weer op sy bene. Lyk tog hy sal vervang moet word.
I thought there was a bit of a high shot on him, which was missed, and he need to go for HIA.
Draaiskop bring nou net bietjie verligting. Hy is eintlik veel nader as wat ek gedink het. Ek dink die spel sou ten minste skuif na die opposisie helfte toe. Van hy strafskop af. Matthew Baer gaan hy sy man vind. Heel agter toe. Jy kan sien die krag daar, maar weer eens hanteer fout. Maar Kopelwie, hy's lus vir hardloop. Maak dit ook goed beskikbaar. Sien hoe los die onderveld is, maar fantastiese aangee. Sien net die spoed waarmee hulle speel. Weer eens beskikbaar. En na Pelwie toe. Pelwie stamp sy man hier af. Dan gee aan vir Roger Zondi. Dit nog so 'n paar sentimeter verder vat. Hadebe, hy aanval nou die lyn. Dis weer eens goeie werk. Yes, Tembison Flongo. Kom 'n mooi skoppie. Is 'n man wat hom kan kry. En is dit 'n 3? Nico Sobahle het hom gedruk.
I think the mistake that Harlequins is making is allowing Radebe to run onto the ball. He's really dictating play right now, and they need to really put him under pressure. Stop the momentum of the rucks, but they're not doing that. He's going to hit them badly because we know when he's got time, he's composed and he can hit you. That's what he did exactly right there. And the guys on the outside, they really read what he's thinking. He's kicked 3 conversions already so far. He's slotted them over. It's take 2 from this position where he slotted 1 over. Good strike, head down, he picks up the tee. But the flags don't go up. His first miss of the game.
Right, John Mametsa, you are a worried man right now, yeah? Nearly 30 minutes in, 10 to play in this first half, just a little bit over it. The game plan that Harlequins are capable of, have you seen enough of it, and why isn't it unfolding in the first half?
Oh, I haven't seen enough of it. I think the one mistake they're making is when they get there in the red zone like they are now, I think they get to rush it. They throw one or two loose passes and they get punished from then on. They just need to keep hold of the ball. Quick set up on the 22. Dupré takes it out to Melda. Good bump, goes over 1-2. They put him down. The barrister, Dupré, he digs, gives it to Melda. Melda, one out. You see now, that's what I'm talking about. They keep throwing the passes and the passes don't stick and they get punished from then on. But now they were offside.
Yeah, so they got a little bit lucky there and they will retain possession and the penalty. But are they trying perhaps, John, and you will know the style of play of the side a lot better than anybody else, but are they trying perhaps just to play too much at the pace of Rovers?
I think there's pressure of the score as well right now at 26-3, 26-6. You don't want to take the threes anymore. You want to run it. You want to feel it. You want to keep going. And I think they know they've got the quality in their side to can make the passes stick. But it's not happening to them. It must be frustrating them. They must just calm down.
Well, they've got a line out 5 meters out. That's a really good take there by your man forward. Now Harlequins being driven sideways. This man has been enterprising for them in this half. Duan Gunter. Really good work by him. Kevin Osborne also joining him there, so the two centres hard at work. Lovely little pass, but that is going to be penalty in favour of the men from Harlequins. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of a chat with the offending player, Charlie Mieza, as well. That looked deliberate, didn't it, John?
Oh, I did. Definitely, you can see when he holds it, he knows that normally he might even get a yellow because there's two guys outside him. It's in the red zone. So he's very lucky. He's a lucky boy.
Yes, so referee Gerry de Bruin feeling generous here on Easter Monday. Another good opportunity. A forward doesn't get hold of that one. Impeded perhaps by Stembiso Mhlongo. And now the referee will have a word. Ini Khadebe, captain on the day.
That's a general warning. You want to have a chat? Have a chat.
I think as well, when it comes to college Rovers, they haven't been tested that much, the defense. Harlequins, they need to just calm down, make sure they put in 5 or 6 phases so that they can test the defense.
What amazing defense that was. The big man from the front row, the lock rather, just lifted off his feet there. So we'll have a yellow card there. Joandre Michau lifted off his feet. It's a yellow card there for Marco Palvi. I beg your pardon, Jonathan Dayton. So now the numerical advantage, particularly at the breakdown. Is it an opportunity here to claw back some points? The attacker nearly flung towards the try line there. Defense of Rovers all at sea. Good hands. They need to control this. Which they do, but just going backwards a little bit. Lovely little pass on the inside to forward. And a dummy of note that gets the barista over the try line. What a move that was by Ruan Dupré. Take a bow. Man they call Sonic. Let's have a look at this. Lovely pass on the inside there to forward. And just lurking at the back there. The space opens up. And he says, I'll help myself here to 5 points.
Normally around the fringes, we keep the big boys around the fringes. That's where number 1 and number 3, they get tighter to the rug. And he went just around the fringe where the number 1 was supposed to be. Good play, Ruan Dupré.
Important kick here for Mulder, and it should be 2 more. Make it 26-13.
Just another facet of play where Harlequins can improve is that when they are taking in the ruck area, they don't have enough numbers there. They only send 1 or 2. They need to send more men by the ruck.
Well, they will have a numerical advantage for the rest of this first half. So at the breakdown, they'll be a lot more competitive, but a fantastic try rounded off there by Durbell. You can see the half-back pairing just congratulating one another because they've been in the thick of things here in the first 40. This is, of course, match 1 of the World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival, brought to you by SEI Sport and SABC Sport. Khadebe gets things going, keeps it in field. How's us for a run? Fantastic work. Lovely run there by Junior Malele. He's taken them over the halfway line. Now where's the support? Elaborate pass there. Nearly going astray. Lovely little offload. There's that man again. Gunter still on his feet. Very difficult to get down. Now it's Matthew van Biljon. Red scrum cap who takes it forward. This is more measured. This is more exciting, John Mametsa. But then the handling error. It's still in their possession because that ball... Oh, no, referee says it's gone forward.
That was better from Junior. This one time he caught the ball and he really ran forward. I must say the line of College Rovers I think is starting to open up. There's starting to be gaps. I'm starting to wonder if it's the fatigue that we're talking about. They ran everything from the first minute. I think it must be taking its toll. Palvi, he's gonna take a break.
I reckon he's had enough. Msizi Zondi comes in. Almost a like-for-like replacement, except for the 20 kilograms that separate them.
I think he needs that break right now because it's a scrum. The number 1 must go off, so he needs to take the breather right now.
We saw Jonathan Dayton there in the sin bin as well, and from Ramsgate, played for Guernsey College. So they won't be too proud of what he's done in this first half with that infringement that saw him get 10 minutes off. No doubt will feature again in the second half.
Sabona scrum se sagaragalo patlelo. Kamo gantla 20 meters, 22 yaga College Rovers. Ke bona gore ge le brink yena a itse a fe Iniradebe a nyake 50-22. A re bone go tla diragala. Ya bua Harlequins ba scrum back wa I pick up ke yena Ntsika wa itse we ya go pele brink gore wa itse wa ilatla 10 over. Harlequins, they're going forward 21 meters from the try line. Dupree wa itse wa clean up wa itse we fa yena 18 Midas wa itse we sha go pele. You know, the problem still persisting of Naka 1 and 2. They need to have more numbers at the breakdown so that they can protect the ball. Otherwise, they'll be punished. Dupree, Waitia, Wefa Melda. Melda, inside step. Ustapakagari, calling forward. Waitia. Oh.
That is just remarkable. What a pity. The interplay between Mulder and forward there was just remarkable, John Mametsa.
Close to the Harlequins that I know.
Getting there, they're getting there. It's taken a numerical advantage. But that man calling forward. Just have a look here as Mulder steps on the inside, a little bit slippery, and then forward takes it further. He knows that Mulder is on his outside rather. And what a pity, that was some beautiful play.
They must keep knocking on the door, knocking on the door. one thing I know is that defense will make you tired. They must keep running the ball, running hard into the College Rovers faces. Eventually, the wall will bust and they'll get tired.
It is a beautiful day out at Loftus. The sun is shining after it just blitzed us with rain on the opening day of this World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival. The crowd building expectantly. One Pretoria side in this match against the side from Durban. And then the second match will be the holders of the Carlton Cup, Naka Bulls, up against Durbell from Cape Town, holders of Provincial Club Championship there. This is Harlequins at their best with a scrum, and it's forward who's been threatening and now eventually gets a 5-pointer.
Udo, you called it, you said they started well in the scrums, and later in the game they started going backwards. Exactly what we're seeing here today. And that try goes to the pack.
Just lurking there and almost like an 8th man. Gets it out at the perfect time. As the number 8. That's exactly what is required of him. Held it off, and then eventually as the space opened up, could walk it over the try line. So 2 more points here. We've had an action-packed first half. 2 more points up for grabs. And the worrying sign for College Rovers is that they've run the changes with that front row already. They've needed to.
They needed to, and I think maybe that's a coaching error, a tactical error when you look at College Rovers there in the scrum. They didn't have 8 people in the scrum. You are defending. Are you telling me that you want to run from there? All they needed to do was take it back so that he scrums, add some weight, get it to Ini kick it out. I mean, we almost have time.
Yeah, poor game management in the first half here by the travellers from Durban. What was at one stage a 26-3 lead, and a little bit of a cheeky play here by Ini Khadebe now. It's gone over the 10, but he's been injured in the process as well. Just what we spoke about, was that necessary? They were leading at one stage 26-3, and that lead has been cut to 6 points, and Ini Khadebe looks to be in a world of pain here. Just after the cheeky restart.
The tactic was wrong. Remember, just before that scrum, they had a scrum on the 22, which they were under pressure, and they lost the ball as well. Then Harlequins attacked. Luckily, they had the ball back because Callum Ford threw it forward, but they persisted. They didn't kick it out.
Massive collision there. Looked like the side of Ini Khadebe. The Harlequins players trailing foot. Still receiving treatment here. This is a worry. He was in as captain today.
Expect anything from Ini when he's got the ball, and he almost caught the nap in there. It was definitely on, and he tried it.
Just in the context of what you were saying, and as we see his replacement now coming on to getting ready to come onto the field, in the context of what you were saying, that it really is just College Rovers needing to manage possession, play out the first half with as much of a lead as they can go into the break with.
Game management. You call it, that's game management right there. The tactics were wrong. When you are close to half-time, make sure you do not concede. If you're under pressure, get the ball and play there. Just get out of your own half. That's what they needed to do.
So really not a good sight as Ini Khadebe comes off. Looks like Tobakani Buthelezi will take his place. We need to get an update there on the injury of Ini Khadebe, and we certainly will do that for you. So I'm sure the discussion will be Rovers simply need to keep it as simple as they possibly can. Just take this break with a 6-point lead. In fact, it is Gerardo Jars, the starting scrum half, who comes in for Inihadebe, so there'll most likely be a positional swap as well. Can Harlequins finish off with a bit of flair here? Can they cut down that lead? Last play of the first half. It's still their ball. Arm up, so penalty for them. Is Mulder going to step up with the tee? Looks like it. So from the scrum here, kept nicely at the feet of the 8th man. And just swinging all the way through the 90. Valiant effort to keep it alive. But another launching pad here for Harlequins. They've fought from a massive deficit. Now have a chance to, at the very least, add another 5-pointer.
I repeat, it's not how you start.
You said so. You said so. We're justified eventually.
Atijube. Mateis takes it in. Calling forward, gives it to Melda. Melda, one out, over the 22. He stands up, he wasn't held. He keeps working, pumping his legs. Oh, that turnover that has been ripping their game plan apart. Now let's see what they can do this time. They kick it to the 22. I think that's a tactical error. He should have kicked it out. I mean, they are one man less. Why are they keeping the ball infield?
I would have just taken the 6 points. Licked my wounds, but I may be proven wrong here. Foot race for the ball. Cleaned up very nicely though, but the kick, terrible. And a chance here out of nowhere. Converted into a try. Charlie Mieza will get over for a 5-pointer. What is happening here?
I'm stunned. I really don't know what's happening here, because all he needed to do was to just dot it down. Are they aware of the time of what's happening?
Connie Visser won the foot race to the ball. And then was looking for, just have a look here, Gerardo Jars kicking the ball upfield. Then Connie Visser, the fullback, all he has to do is just kick this one out. And he kicks it infield, hooks it into the middle of the park. And I cannot believe what I'm seeing before my eyes here. And Rovers gifted a try to restore their rather hefty lead.
I was
2 more points to come.
I was shocked from the other side when Brink kicked it right in the middle of the field. I had absolutely no words.
Shane Ball, he's replaced Inihadebe with the kicking duties. Can he now add the 2 points? The man who he's replaced has had a near perfect record this morning. Boot has gone off. Contact is good. I'm afraid he's just missed that, and we have reached the end of the first half with the Rovers leading Harlequins 31 points to 20. It's a lead that could have been a lot more substantial, and had not been for some fatigue on the side of those men in blue and some really good comeback play from these guys, Harlequins. But a crazy final 5 minutes of this first half, John Mametsa.
Wow. That's all that I can say. Wow. It's not how we started the game.
So there we have it, 5 tries to 2. Rovers over Harlequins, 31-20 the halftime score. Yeah, in match 1 of the World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival. Let's have a look at how the half went down in terms of penalties. 2 by Harlequins. And have a look at the territory stats, John Mametsa. 79 to 21%.
They scored a couple of the tries. They scored. College Rovers was from coast to coast. Harlequins had the majority of the ball. I mean, they had 50-50, but in terms of playing in their half, they were in the 22. They made a lot of mistakes. I mean, at 80-21, you need to turn that territory into points.
And after the first 40, it's College Rovers 31, Pretoria Harlequins 20. It's been a fantastic opening morning here of the World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival on SABC Sport. half getting underway of the World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival. It's match 1 on the final day. Harlequins kicking off through their fly-off. Hendrik Mulder now playing from right to left. They're going to claw their way back in this match. A 31-20 lead for the men from Durban, College Rovers, after the first 40. John Mametsa, Harlequins player himself, is keeping a good eye on what they need to do, John, in the second half.
They just need to pile on the pressure. I know College Rovers will get tired. It's in the second half. They must just do what they did in the first half. Keep on asking questions.
Good break through the middle of the park there by Pico Sobatle. College Rover front football. There are men outside. They need to be reached, and they do so as well. Fantastic play. Beautiful interplay here. And Geraldo Jars will dot down in the first minute of the second half. The man from Klutersville who came on to replace the injured Ini Khadebe. He gets Rovers the first 5 point of the second half.
They carry on from where they left in the first half. You know, their style of rugby, their style of playing doesn't change. It doesn't phase them. They've lost players, but they keep on trying their luck from their own 22, and it's working. I mean, that's when we look at that territory of 20%, but now they are leading by close to 20 points now.
And here's the chance for another 2. Make it an 18-point game. Shane Ball successful with the conversion there. He's taken over the kicking duties from Ini Khadebe. Still no update on just the condition of the young fly-off, but have a look here. Lovely hands out wide on left-hand side of the field, and Jars with a step inside. And from there on in, easy as you like.
Beautiful try from URC to give him confidence. Melda puts it up high. Alexander, he goes on the blind. He gives, that pass was intercepted back. It was meant for like Alexander back for him. Dupree, he digs in. He gives it out to Van der Merwe. He rolls it forward 2 meters from the halfway. Melda, he goes out on his outside. He looks for his center partner. He puts it up. Big collision in the midfield. Ruan Dupree, he's not protected there. Harlequins need more men at the breakdown because they are wide open. Melda, he kicks to the left. He tries to find some bit of grass. He does find it. Let's see what College Rovers can do. Will they kick out? No, they won't. They won't kick out. They end up kicking out at the end of the day. I was hoping they try their luck and run it from there and see what will happen coast to coast. Because they, to be honest with you, when they are running with the ball, they look so beautiful. Their handling and the way the passes are sticking, beautiful to watch.
Charlie Mayers eventually got the ball out, but there seems to be an injury now to one of the Harlequins players who was following up on that kick. The referee, Gerry de Bruin, just calling a halt to proceedings here for the moment.
Okay, just.
There you go. All seems to be okay.
This is shoelace of us.
Captain Atti Hubert of Harlequins. Harlequins can now get matters underway once more. Good position here for Quins. Forward with a take. Enterprising play.
On the ball. It's on the ball. He's on the ball. Brown.
Referee allowing that to be stripped away. Cleaned out from a standing position, so now it's Rovers' ball. Just a little bit sloppy in protecting their own ball with Quins there. Roger Zondi now, the bus.
Got it, still good, play on.
It's left wing there. Banner Skuman with a good carry. Now a little break. Quick hands. Still in possession of Quins. Duan Gunter has been a live wire all day long.
Got it, feels good. Let go, let go,
As he lost his ball now. Comes out on the side of Rovers. Jars with a box kick to the halfway line. Lovely pick up after a fortunate bounce. Shane Ball with a skip pass. It's out to Mieza once more, and he shows a clean pair of heels. Easy as you like. Defense turned into attack, and Mieza has a chance to play a little bit with the opposition. And now eventually dots down for the 5-pointer.
Oh, we've seen some beautiful tries this game. Running it well, taking chances, passes sticking. That's been the difference between the two sides. The passes of College Rovers have been sticking.
And now that lead stretches even further. Bear in mind at the start of the 40, on the start of the second 40 at least, it was 11 points. It very quickly went to 18 points with a try and a conversion. And we have another goal looming here now. Shane Ball right in front of the poles to add the 2.
Remember, Udo, they are back to 15 as well. Jonathan Dayton is also back. So they've got a full complement of numbers.
Some serious soul-searching needed now for Harlequins. Because plays like this, as soon as the field opens up, they've got front foot ball. They are viciously dangerous, College Rovers, with ball in hand. They unleash those backline players with absolute speed. Charlie Mieza, man who was educated at Glenwood High School there, the try scorer.
Backwards, backwards.
45-20 lead. Marco Palvi back on the field once more. Jar swings out wide. Oh my goodness, clean pair of heels again. You just saw him put his head down. Will he be stopped? Fantastic run here. Tika Fisanti with the pace of a winger. Jar's caught in possession now. Where's his support? Over the ball is Sobahle. Roger Zondi now with a carry. Difficult to stop this man in full flow. Just once again to Palvi. Palvi with a bit of a fake. Jason Alexander picks that ball up. Referee says it did go backward. Now Charlie Mieza has just scored a try. Gains a few valuable meters. Counter rack there.
From the side.
But the referee said you didn't come through the middle. Quick tap and go by Jars. Has he kept it available? He has indeed. Now threatening the line, but fantastic defense there by Matthew van Bouillon. But is it just a matter of time? The try line is looming. They swing it out wide once more. There's an overlap here. Caught in possession a little bit there was Sandile Kubeka. Forward off his hands.
Good pressure pays off from Carling forward. He saw the long looping pass and he pressed forward. And the mistake eventually came. But College Rovers are looking very good. I love the way they run it. Well-balanced runners. And oh my word, in Zika. I thought it was Mieza at some point, the way he was running down the flank.
The second he put his head down, I thought, no ways, this has got to be a backline player. But Ntsika Fisanti, born in Gqeberha, educated at Muir College, showed a clean pair of heels, and now further problems here for Harlequins. It's one of their front rows set to go off. Looks like it's Gerard van der Merwe.
Just on Ntsika, and he still had some energy to play pinball in the 22. Bouncing people all over. Fantastic.
He's a very experienced player, having played at under 19
All right, let's
Currie
go, boys.
Cup
Last
level
match.
for EP, under 20 level for the Sharks. That's when he made the move up to Durban, and then has also been contracted over the last couple of years to the Elephants. And, on the books of the Sharks, the Currie Cup in 2022. And also, the current coach of Muir College.
Bind.
They call him Soldier. We saw why.
Steady.
Definitely.
Great scrum here by Rovers. Pops out for Jarts. Jarts with a show and go. He's over the advantage line. The try line picketing once more and through. Out of nowhere.
The Soldier.
My goodness, Soldier, boy. Absolutely out of nowhere. Jarts was still looking to make the ball available. And Harlequins were caught napping there.
Serious troubles for Harlequins now. The scrum is going backwards. Back to full complement of numbers. And hopefully they can keep it going for the next 10 minutes.
It was bizarre because they rocked past the ball, became available, and Ntsika Fisanti said, okay, nobody's going to stop me, I'll have it.
He looks well conditioned, this Ntsika. What he gives up in height, he's got in pace. When you look at him, the combination of him and Palvi as the flanks, you're thinking, who's the guy they lift to go up in the air?
It's like a burger with a full works and a vegan burger. Right, Shane Ball here for 2 more points. Easy as you like. And they cross the 50 mark. Do Rovers. So we just have a look here. Jarts with really good work. He steps on the inside, and now have a look at the ruck here. Yeah, just nowhere near the ball was that defense.
Good appreciation of the loss. He was behind the ball. He picked up. There was no one in front. Jarts, he gives it to Alexander. He's been a menace, this one. He puts it up. Jarts, he takes it back.
Play on, play on.
Now they take it out wide. Let's see the pace on the outside. They stretch Harlequins over halfway, over the 10-meter line. He tries to pass back inside. But the ref doesn't say knock on. He says play on. They playing to the whistle. Jarts, he goes, he digs in. He gives it to Jonathan Dayton. He drives, he goes through the 22. Jarts, he digs in. He takes it out. He gives it to the man in the middle of the park, the man mountain, the man himself, Palvi. But I think he was actually watching as to who was he going to bounce off before catching the ball.
Palvi, for a big man, has the mindset of a runner. And at times, he's got his mind on that try line before he even takes possession of the ball. Big, powerful flanker. And a menace with the ball in hand, but you've got to get the ball in hand first.
Let's go. Let's go.
I love him. I love his energy.
Right, myself and John Mametsa on fatigue watch here. 52 minutes in to this match. Rovers haven't shown the signs just yet that we started seeing, and quite rightfully so, towards the end of that first half. Whatever they did, whatever was said to them in the break, seemingly has taken away that fatigue.
The yellow card really worked in their favor. They got to rest Palvi. Jonathan Dayton, their number one, got to rest. So the big boys got to rest. And now they're causing havoc now.
Swinging all the way around. Penalty to
No forward
Quins.
movement, you just walk around.
You heard it quite clearly, resoundingly there from Gerrie de Bruin, the referee. There's no shove that really turned that scrum. They just marched around the corner. Mulder, will he find touch? No, he won't. It's going to go over the dead ball line as well. It's a genuine mistake there from the Quins fly-off.
22.
And I was just reading, John Mametsa, that Quins are becoming quite the international rugby contingent. 120 years this year. of existence. But the director of rugby, Gert Mulder, has just been appointed director of rugby in Pakistan.
Right, boys, what's on, yeah?
And the sevens coach,
You wanna-
Ludwig
you wanna
van
wheel,
Dieventon,
get dominant
has
first and
been
then you
appointed
can
as
turn.
director of sevens rugby in India. So it's nice to see our talent being exported all around the world.
We international indeed. And what I like about what we're seeing on show today is that both clubs have got a rich history of being 100 years old, and they're still going strong. Good luck to the two gentlemen that have been appointed in their respective roles as well.
Let's focus, okay?
Interesting story behind the establishment of Harlequins, of course, is that as civil servants moved up from other parts of the country at the turn of the 20th century,
Crouch.
they found themselves in Pretoria,
Fine.
1902 club established.
Set.
And they've just built from strength to strength from there.
Stay. 18.
1949, they were joint winners of the Carlton Cup. They've been there and thereabouts, the largest rugby club in Pretoria in terms of numbers and participation. But they're being played off the field today. 52-20 in favour of College Rovers, and they're not done by any stretch of the imagination, it seems. Gotta say that this man, Ronaldo Jars, has been an absolute revelation since he came onto the field. In difficult circumstances, came on to replace Inikadebe. That has been remarkable.
Holding his own, definitely. Inikadebe, not an easy man to replace, but he's definitely stepped up. Ati puts it in. Dupree to Melda. Melda takes it out. Another knock on in the middle of the park. Let's see what College Rovers can do. Quick step on the left-hand side. Ntika fighting for it on the floor. He gets out with it, the soldier.
Play on.
Still a bit messy. Everything is all over. Palvi, will he dive on it? He just looks at the ball. And it's a bit messy. It's ping pong at the moment. They need to make it structured right now. It's ping pong, everything up and down. Knock on there.
Caught in possession, but the referee's called them back for that knock on.
One thing that College Rovers needs to do is, I think they've got something in their side, but they need to play for 80 minutes. Whether it's the fatigue or it's fitness, I can't put my finger on it, but if they can play for 80 minutes, they can be dangerous.
Yeah, Quins have 2 tries in the game, and it came off passages of really good, exciting play where they were able to keep the ball in hand and not give it away. Just too many unforced errors in that, well, in the entire match this far, to be honest. Outside of those 2 sparkling tries that they scored in the first 40.
Bye.
Let's see what we can learn from these 2 packs now.
Steady. No, stay.
Not quick enough on the Harlequin side. Mulderia bumping off a couple of players, and it's that man again, Duan Gunter, who gets the ball on the outside, but yet again, handling errors. Costly for Harlequins. That looked so promising.
Promising indeed. I wanted to actually make a point to Melda to say I'd love to see him attack the line just a bit more, because he's been catching and giving just the ball onto his outside. And the minute he attacked, he broke through. I want to see him become a threat to the line a bit more.
Well, I tell you what, I almost don't blame him, because Duan Gunter, a man from Witbank, as I said earlier, the inside centre, he's an absolute battering ram. I'd love to see the stats on how many line breaks he's had in the match so far. But the problem for Harlequins is every time he's been able to establish that line break, the handling, the ball protection thereafter has just not been good enough by Quins.
Not up to standard at all.
Crouch.
You see the light intensity changing because the clouds are steadily moving over Loftus. It is a beautiful day.
Stay, 9, hold.
Good touch finder there. That's solid. exit strategy. Solid play here by College Rovers.
Game management, that's what you need. You know, 22 steady. And the forwards, when they jog forward, they've got a smile on their face, knowing that they've earned the 30 meters forward. Ati throws it in. Steele Alexander. They take it in Zila. He's in the middle of the park now. He runs hard. They take him down.
There's a setting on Tsika Fisante. As soon as the ball is in both hands, that head just drops down and he wants to break the line. It's lovely to see.
He's like a little warthog.
Jars with a little box kick into an enterprising area, but a good pick up there by tackle coming in, but it's a ball available here to Quins. Lovely pass on the inside. Keep it alive. That's gone backwards, says referee De Bruin. Cheeky little kick, but that's gone more sideways, and rather fortuitous pluck out of the air on the second movement there. Or was it all in the same momentum? Referee says try for Harlequins. That's good. They needed this so badly. Under 20 minutes left to play here. And it looks like it's Tian Brits has come onto the field and given his side just a spark of life.
Surely they cannot come back from here, Udo.
Are you asking or saying, John Mameta?
I'm asking, Udo. We saw how the first half panned, so I'm just trying to think. 20 minutes to go. We're exactly halfway in the second half. The reserves, they've come on. The likes of Gugu Nelani, they've scrummed their hearts out in the first half of the second half. But now they are tired now. Can the momentum swing after this try? We shall see.
We saw momentum swing in the first half. That led to them clawing their way back to 20 points. Here's a second one in the offing here. Meantime, it's Hendrik Mulder, desperate to add 2 more. Looks good and is good. Is a comeback in the offing. Just have a look here. A little bit fortunate with that kick over the top, that it went through traffic and forward with a really good take out of the air. Makes it available to the man from Kempton Park, Tian Brits. And he helps himself to a try. So there's some good fresh legs on the field. 8 tries playing 3. A comeback would be most unlikely. But if we look at the history of heritage rugby over the past few months, we've seen so many come from behind wins. Matches where teams have completely taken out huge deficits to come in and win. But from 50-27, if that happens, John Mameta, boy oh boy, are we in for a treat.
And that's the start they needed. Good clearing kick from the kick, from the receiving kick. They're now in the opposition half on the 10-meter line. That's what you need just after scoring a try. Get out of your half.
Good challenge in the line out as well. Was that off the hands? Yeah, referee says advantage to Quins. That advantage won't last too long.
Contest is good. No ball, just lost forward.
Just for a second here, this Rovers side look like they're just a little bit awed by what has happened in the last few minutes. That's a good sign for your side, John Mameta. Ball going forward there off the hands of Buthelezi.
Crouch.
Beg your pardon, Gugunelani.
Bind.
He's come on as a substitute.
Set.
This looks very promising. But the handling errors once more. Every time I use that word, I should stop using it.
Commentator's curse.
Ja, but for zo'n aflaste. Nie rip nie. Last forward.
Definitely on Harlequins side, they've had a lot of turnovers. While their attack is promising, it's either throwing a loose pass or just losing the ball, just like we did now, just like we saw now. But they're starting to get their ascendancy in the scrums.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Good steady scrum. Jars takes it out. They give it some air. They give it to the winger. They want to see what he can do. Step inside out. Oh, bad pass. Melda tries to clean up. Dupree digs in. He kicks an up and under. Does it go 10 meters? Yes, it does. Mayeza, he gathers
No hands.
on the College Rovers
Use
side,
it.
just on the 10-meter line. They need to keep it steady now. You can see players are all over. There's no structure from College Rovers side. They are all playing in a 10-meter channel. Make it steady. Daryl, he takes it out wide. They take it up. They're still playing on the 10-meter line from side to side. Ntsika, he's definitely not going to kick. He passes it out wide, wobbly pass. But now they're going backwards. They need to really, really make sure that they make it tight. They're still in their 22. Oh, good pass inside. Gerardo, he runs over the halfway line, over the 10-meter line. Good step. He takes them on the outside. He keeps going. Melda hunts him down. Oh.
Mulder has a couple of words there as well. Perhaps a little bit of the frustration of the day boiling over. But it was good defense in the final analysis.
I think the words were, were for the good step he gave him here.
An electric turn of pace.
Hoop. Ho.
There's that man Gunter again. Just have a look at how he just breaks the line at every opportunity, really. Kick takes play up close to the halfway line.
Barabasaya, they're making life difficult for Gunter. He's a good ball carrier. He gets them over the advantage line all the time. But it's as if they just catch the ball, give it to him and say, Sa! Fatele!
Ja, en sover niet te veel ondersteuning vir hom nie.
Okay, let go now, let go.
Dit was braaf spel daar.
Use it. Advantage over.
Maar die goeie aangee. Net te gretig om die bal te laat loop. Steeds 'n goeie posisie hier vir Quins.
Let go. You got it.
Steeds beskikbaar aan hulle kant.
No knockdown.
Goeie werk daar deur
Move.
Matthew van Biljon. Skop hy nou agter deur Michael Cross. Lieflike voete. Nou word meters gemaak, maar 'n aardige aangee wat terug gaan na Quins toe.
Scrum.
Vorentoe aangee.
Just forward first. Then a knock on scrum.
Udo, I think it's fair to say, die man is moeg.
Ja, maar hierdie man is vars. Klein Livingston. Lang man. As agterspeler. Gebore in Cork in Ierland.
Ja.
Of liewer daar gaan bly nadat hy in Johannesburg gebore is. Die man wat baie van sy klub rugby ook in Ierland gespeel het. Hy's nou terug hier in Suid-Afrika in Durbell. Met die Rovers span.
Crouch.
Al twee spanne. Energie is 'n bietjie laag.
Set.
Dupree is off.
Backwards.
being replaced by Michael
Let's
Cross.
go now, let's go!
Cross kon hy een net nie beheer nie. Bietjie gelukkig dat dit weer op hulle kant uitkom en hier word is dit Mulder betrap en besit. Weer eens gelukkig, forward nou oor die bal. Hy maak bietjie skoon. Cross met 'n goeie aangee. Dis bietjie spasie.
Replay on ground, advantage, cross forward.
Regterkant van die veld.
No hands, no hands! Get back.
Man hier vir Rovers om dit skoon te hou. As hulle in 'n onkant posisie of nie. Skeieregter sê nee.
Let's go!
Steeds
Got it, stay.
Quins bal.
Go, leave it there. Oh, you're part of that, gonna go! Advantage offside.
Hallo, het aan die lewe.
Advantage. Let's go! Advantage.
I thought Dupree was off, he's still on. Bakra advantage wa feta ka godimo ga 22. Inside step wa tsena, good try man. O korile monna o.
Inside, outside, round his man. My goodness. It still had plenty left to do there, but what a fantastic try that was by the man who's come onto the field as replacement scrummy. Michael Cross here, just have a look. Space opens up. Boom. A little bit of a slide, the electric slide back on the inside. And fantastic play by Michael Cross to get his side ever so closer to that 52-32 lead. Still 20 points in it.
Oh, 20 points on a game. Le ba re banna ba ba ka khona. A ke tshepi ba ka khona 20 points game chukudu. Ba lapile banna ba. Legs are up from Melda. 18 points now.
Come on, John Mametsa, 18 points, 8 minutes. As we see Michael Cross going over the whitewash for a fantastic individual try. Can they put together a few more of these? Come on, wall them over. Wall them over the line here, John Mametsa. Your teammates from Harlequins.
Need a good kick-off receive and play there.
Well, that's going to help. Directly out from the restart.
Scrum, middle field, 8-9-14 in the corner. Jog to the halfway line. 2 scores in it.
Sounds like we're playing a game of pool. You're calling all pockets here.
I can see the future. Let me put my money on it while I'm still on it.
Right, let's see what they can do with what is a really fantastic position on the field. Right on the halfway line in the middle of the park. They've got options. They can go either way. But they need a good base here. They need a good scrum, a good shove.
Laat ons gaan, man. Kom.
Set!
Right, here we go. The base is there. Jars ties him up, though. That is fantastic work by the scrum half. And Harlequins come away with it. Cheeky little kick
Play on.
by the fullback, Kuni Visser. And that pass, thankfully, from a Quins point of view,
Option.
just going too
Line
far
out.
from Cochlaine Livingston.
That's all right, scrum off.
As we can see there, it was a
Go,
bit messy.
let's go.
It's a scrum.
Coach.
College Rovers,
Fine.
they need to just settle down.
Set.
Make sure they put in a good scrum.
Stay,
This is the 8-9-14 I saw earlier. It is. It goes to Dupree. He's now out on the wing.
Blue!
He goes head on into his man. What a collision
Get
there.
out.
That's why they say rugby is not a contact sport. It's a collision sport. That's exactly what he saw.
I have not had breakfast, and this one just caught me in the midriff.
Rugby is a collision sport.
Cocklayne Livingston in harm's way there. If he's walked on or gotten up from that unscathed, I'd be very surprised, but he's on his feet. As the starting fullback for College Rovers. My goodness, we've seen some hard hits over this weekend in the World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival.
Open up, Blue, open up! Yeah, four. Advantage numbers.
In a good position. Nice clean take in the line out. Bursting through and try. That man smelt the try line and he felt nobody was going to stop him from getting there. So the fight back continues, but have Harlequins run out of time. Just have a look here, straight through the middle, and yeah, the big forward against the scrum half. It was always going to be Etienne Mateus's battle to win.
I wouldn't waste a lot of time on this kick. There's 13 points in it. Whether you miss it or not, you still need 2 kicks. I mean, you still need 2 scores. The sooner he takes the kick, the better.
You almost expect him just to try the drop kick from this position and get it over and done with.
Definitely 4 minutes. Anything can still happen. We are full of hope in Pretoria.
Well, he gets it, does Mulder. Adds the 2. Takes them into the 40s. So 11 points. It's exactly what they trailed by at the start of the first or second half. Good possession. Good take in the line out. Allows them to set up this attack, and the defense from Rovers was a little bit all over the place there on that play.
There's Richard Benz.
Right, you ready? Let's go.
A lot of the youngsters watching at home might not know him, but a guy like Carlos Spencer knows him very well. He will never forget him.
He was the last Springbok to come out of the stable of Harlequins, and a living legend to the men who ply their trade at, and men, women, boys and girls who ply their trade at Harlequins.
You step outside the line there.
Said, biggest club participation-wise in all of Pretoria.
Right, let's go.
You see him and Yanni Brooks there on the stand. It's good to have ex-Bulls guys, ex-Springboks involved at grassroots. Alexander, he cleans up. He's been at it from minute 1. He still has the energy.
Haven't seen much of College Rovers in the last 5 minutes. But yeah, they get something going. So had a brilliant game. Tries in it.
No, it's fine, you've got it.
Looking for work all over the park as the winger.
Advantage,
Falls on the side of Quins, and it's advantage to them as well. Can they drag their tired frames up this field? It's a good bounce for them as well. Terrific bounce. But the ensuing line out is just going to strip more time out of the game. It's Quentin de Bruin, replacement hooker.
Just make sure they don't take it out and bring it back.
Who got that
it's
kick
inside
off.
for now. Don't take it out and bring it in. Let's go, Blue. Let's go, Blue.
Harlequins licking their lips from the try they gave just before halftime. It was a silly error. I think it's coming back to bite them. Alexander, the line out needs to be steady.
No, nothing, get back. Why there?
Melda, he goes in.
Penalty to Harlequins. Just over a minute left. Good play here. Keep it available, but just a little bit too loose. Gunter with a kick through, who's following that up. Will fall for Harlequins as well. And Tian Brits try scorer in this match already. He keeps them going.
Well, now you're off your feet. Oh.
Ati Hubert, he's gone to ground. And now they're edging their way closer to this try line. It's an 11-point game.
Let it go now,
They need a score from this right now. And there's that man again. Good. Does he get to the try line?
Away! Advantage.
It's a mess of bodies in the red zone. And a lovely touch over the line as the referee spotted that he has indeed.
Not rolling.
And that came off the back of penalty advantage. I thought he got the ball over the line.
The referee judges that he knocked it over. He knocked it on. But they've got another chance. He is the try scorer.
Away now! No hands! No hands!
They put him down just 2 meters out. Melda. They take it out wide. Mateis. He's out on the 5-meter line. He's 5 meters to go. They just need to protect the ball here. They need to at least have the last say of the game. They are lacking cleaners there. Just one guy over it. Pick and go from the scrum half. Protect the ball better, Harlequins. Just playing side to side in the 5-meter channel. They need to form up pods at least on the inside. They are going 1-1. They need to play as a team. At least have 2 guys matching on each other so that they can have more power against the defense of College Rovers. They are 2 meters out. At least they've got advantage on their side.
Advantage offside. Step.
Let them chance their arm now. It's free roll now. They can go and play. Take it out wide. Everyone is bunched inside.
Move.
The one-off runners are not working. They're getting met at ferociously so. Now they take it out wide. Oh man, I think that sums up Harlequins' play today. They haven't been able to really put on good passes together. When it was on out wide, it was never crisp. And that's what we can see there from that movement.
Well, it's still Harlequins' ball. They're still threatening the line.
Okay, tackle now away.
Rovers defending.
Away blue. Stay, Six, get back.
Really much on attack for Quins.
Tackle and go. Last feet, hold.
On the blind.
Look up, delay. Go back.
Now that pod is there.
Let go.
Shoved it over the line.
Away.
They are centimeters away.
No, from your guy.
On the buzzer, hand over, pressure on the ball. That should be a try. Referee De Bruin just having a word with his opposite number. 5 points indeed.
Try. Yeah.
So we're very good late in the game here to claw back another one.
That's what the game is.
Just have a look here. The moment they started attacking in unison, attacking in those pods as you suggested, that's where just that extra momentum towards the line delivered the try.
It's a team sport, rugby, and just to have that extra weight on your back really does help a lot, especially when you're in 2 meters away from the line. Every centimeter counts.
The final roll of the dice here. Mulder looking for the conversion to bring it to within an agonizing 4 points. They've toiled, they've fought their way back in the second half. Oh, that conversion is good, and that is the end of the match. A thrilling match it was indeed. My goodness, 100 points scored in it, 52-48. But it's the men from Durban, the holders of the Moore Cup, under the banner of the Sharks, who walk off the field 52-48 winners. They will feel that in some way they've made amends for their loss to Naka Bulls on day 1 of the World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival. It comes to its finalization today at Loftus. What a venue for this auspicious occasion. What a day it's turned out to be after rain made playing conditions very difficult on day one. And we saw here today with a number of tries scored and the quality of tries scored, just how good these sides can be. 8 tries to 6, 14 in the game, 100 points on the board. Could you ask for more between these two sides? It's been absolutely thrilling. As we see there, territory much better. Harlequins had it all their own way in the first half, but couldn't convert it into points. And the differential 10% this time round, as opposed to the almost 50% in the first half. And, they also had the lion's share of the ball possession. College Rovers, when the spaces opened up on the field, they just kept converting it into tries. So a wonderful end to match one of the World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival. College Rovers 52-48 winners over the side from Pretoria, Harlequins.
It's not hearing anything on IFB.
No, just you. So I've got man of the match now. Coach or captains? Because I've got the captains.
Hello? Okay, okay. Can you hear me now? Thank you so much. Yeah, they are on there waiting for us. Well, in today's match, we've got our player of the match, Ntsika Fisanti. He was scintillating from first minute to the last minute. Ntsika, well done. Tell me, how did you find play? Because from the first minute, you were involved up until the last. I mean, I remember you running on the flank. How did you find the game?
The game was really hard, especially with the altitude getting to us. But we really pushed as a team and worked in collectively to actually minimize, territory-wise. But it was really good. It was really good, and having to work hard too. Yeah.
Now, how did you, Saturday, you came off a big loss. What was the word from the coach when you came into the game today?
So word from the coach today was that give it your all. I mean, we only played 2 games in the competition, so just like there was no, I don't know. It's just, I don't know how to express myself. Like a really good game, though.
But well done. You had a good, solid match. Well done to you. Now next, we've got our losing captain, Ati from Harlequins. Ati, sorry about that today. You guys lost. I think there was one careless mistake just before halftime. But nonetheless, how did you find the game?
Yeah, well, they came hard at us from the beginning. And we had to play catch-up rugby the whole day. And 3 games in 5 days, it's quite hard on the last day to play catch-up rugby. They're a good side, came hard at us, and well done to them. Well done to my boys as well for keep on fighting. Last minute, last try, but we'll just keep on building from there and then take the Carlton League in May, and then yes.
Did you guys think at some point that fatigue might come into your favor going to the match?
Well, always playing at Loftus is hard if you come from the coast. So we actually hoped for the fatigue and the altitude playing a role, but it was too little too late for us, and well done to them.
Thank you so much, Ati. That's our losing captain. Now we've got our winning captain, Ino Radebe, a guy that has played at the highest level, and it's a pity that he got injured, but his side went on the momentum and they still won the game. Ini, well played, my man. How did you find the game?
Thank you very much. Yeah, really exciting game. I think we started really well. We let it slip a little bit towards the end of the first half. We let them back in the game with a couple of easy tries. But, this is what club rugby is all about, moving the ball, expressing yourself. So we're really happy with the win.
I see you guys were very good at running the ball. From your 22, I mean, your territory was less than 20%. Was that in your game plan to say you're going to run everything from your own half, or it just happened?
No, I don't think it was planned. But we like to play with our heads up. We like to play what's in front of us, and there were a few opportunities to get the ball to the edge, even in our own half. So if the space is there, we're going to play it.
Thank you so much, Ini. Well done on your win, and that's our winning captain. And congratulations to College Rovers. That's it from us here at Loftus. Harlequins versus College Rovers. It's a wrap.
mic down there? Or is it the one now? Yeah, exactly.
Scrum is on. Dupree is still on.
Ibra, if you can work here, you can work it.
Oh, I don't know why I thought Ruan Dupree was the captain.
Where?
No, for Harlequins.
Oh, no, it's Ati.
Yes. Barrister. Hello? I'm on.
Welcome one and all to the final act of the very first World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival. One more matter to contend here at the home of Bulls Rugby at Loftus. It's the finals between Naka Bulls from Pretoria and the team from Cape Town, Durbell. Arguably a clash between the two best club sides in all of South Africa. 1v2, the holders of the Carlton Cup in yellow, and the men who've come up from Cape Town, the holders of the Western Province Super League in the form of Durbell. The visitors from Cape Town through into this effective final after a 12-0 win on Saturday. And Naka Bulls through compliments of a 37 win in their first match. But what a lineup this is. The son of the legendary Errol Tobias, Sydney Tobias, man of the match of that first game against College Rovers on Saturday. He's going to lead a stellar cast of players. And then Durbell, fantastic. They are led, of course, by their scrum half, Dion Tiart. And there's some fantastic talent to go around in this side with players who've plied their trade at various levels all the way through the rugby world. Joining me for that second match, it's going to be a man who knows this ground intimately, John Mametsa, Bulls legend in his own right, on commentary. The crowd has come out. They've loved it here on Easter Monday, and we're looking forward to a fantastic match. It will be kick-off John Mametsa for Danny Mokwabane as the Naka Bulls get matters underway here. We're looking forward to a fantastic game.
Looking forward to a fantastic game. Danny Mokwabane, looking forward to see him in action. Kicks it off to the right. Big hit, that's where you want to be in the first few seconds. Pin them there, see how far they go out.
Number 6 offside.
And already whistle blowing
Number
for
6.
a penalty. Compliments of referee Neil Bosman. He's in charge of this very important match. And it was Echard Boshoff who strayed into an offside position.
That is just letting the pressure, the guys of the hook, they are under pressure. That line out was supposed to be your line out. Now is their line out. I think for me it's a silly mistake. The ball is out, it's won. There's nothing you can do. Just let them get the ball and kick out. Silly mistake.
MC de Jong, the starting hooker today for Durbell. He's come into the side to replace Remy Brink, who seemingly picked up a bit of a knock on Saturday. He's fine, he's on the bench though. And, a little bit wayward. And it is a chance here through Jerome Bastic. Fantastic scrum off for Naka Bulls. He keeps it available for Miele now to Primangube. He's one of Naka Bulls' best players on the park just a couple of days ago. Big contact there off the big frame of Johan van der Westhuizen. Miele now looking to gain ground. Bastic gets it going. That kick
On your feet.
by Charles Goedals, try scorer from the first match, straight into his opposite number. Now over the top into the little pocket of space. Pressure there, and fantastic play, but was that pass infield before the foot went out? The referee says no. So now it will be brilliant position on the field here for the Bulls. So, full-back Angus Cleophas, man who's played for the Falcons and Border Bulldogs, weighs 109 kilograms in that 15 jersey.
He's a big boy. That's what you need, that last line of defense. He's not going to miss anything. Don't run straight into him. Maybe run around him or over or chip the ball.
And this man, Sydney Tobias, was brilliant on Saturday in very difficult conditions. Found his jumpers with regularity. Starts off brilliantly. Line-out drive here.
One stop.
Was the base for at least 4 of their tries on Saturday against College Rovers, and they're getting close here. It's Tobias with the ball, swings inside. First 5-pointer.
Fantastic. Bulls rugby at its best.
Opposition may be different, but I tell you what, the plan has remained the same, and the plan is working here. See how nicely he just transfers the weight onto the inside, and nobody's stopping him that close to the try line.
They worked well as a unit, got together, they were tight. Body position, they were lower than their counterparts. Hence they went over. Good kick off the ball, this Danny Mokwabane.
He was another pillar of stability for the Bulls on Saturday in that final, rather semi-final, effective semi-final. A record of 5 out of 6 on the day. Easy as you like, 2 added, 7-0 the lead. And I tell you what, John Mameta, if we get anywhere close to the first game of the day, we are in for another treat here. 100 points put on between College Rovers and your alma mater, Harlequins. 12 tries in the game. Absolutely amazing.
We were indeed spoiled. Good rugby, good running rugby. I mean, that's what the weather permitted, and we got exactly that. Kickoff. The South team, early mistake, they knock it on. We're going to see the first scrum of the game on the right-hand side. Naka Bulls playing from right to left. Scrum on the 5-meter line. They've got the whole field to work with. Let's see what they have up their sleeve.
Durbell were forced into a very late change in this game as well, with prop Craig Walker having to sit out due to injury. He's been replaced since by Christo Greiling, who's come up off the bench. Francois Staples then moving onto the bench. So slightly different front row for Durbell than what they were hoping for. Let's see how they contest.
Stability.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Play on.
Scrum after standing off that scrum there. Bastic a little bit deeper, looking to launch on attack. Through the hand superbly, there's space. Lovely little kick over by Marcel Himan. The referee already has his hand up for a knock-on.
Can that be the order of the day? I think Naka Bulls really need to take it out wide because Devil, they've got some huge boys out in the back, so I don't see them catching up with the Naka Bulls wings and fullback.
Yeah, they came to play with a rainy weather outfit on Saturday, and the reason why they were able to triumph 12-0, all of those penalties converted by fly-off Loan Lubber, is because they were so dominant up front. It is going to be a fantastic tussle between these two packs all day long.
We had the communication in the scrum, the unity, the steady scrum, the competition was there. But what you need as well is a ref that can manage that well. And Neil Bosman is one of the best.
Just listening to the referee here. Relief sought, but not found. That's gone forward though. Terrible mistake by Himan. There's no excuse. The sun is shining. Should be bone dry by now.
No excuse whatsoever.
Kyk af.
But the next time he gets involved, I'm pretty sure he will want to make amends for that mistake.
Feed will come from captain Dion Tiart, man from Balvo. Studied at Stellenbosch University. He was also the captain during their 2019 Western Province Super League win. This Durbell side, of course, a combination of Durbanville Rugby Club and Balvo Rugby Club. It's made them a stronger unit. This man is full of running. Jacqueline Martinez. He's their battering ram in the middle of the park. This is good possession here. But has it been stripped away? Nope, still on the side of Durbell. Lubba nets it out to the big man. It's Lucian Kirchner, who's also into the side today after not making the match 23 on Saturday, with a little bit of space.
A little bit of space, but he goes into the 16th player, which is the touchline.
Hoeveel is julle? Sê vir hulle.
Doesn't 99.5599 will definitely tackle you.
10 meter, 10 meter.
Good line out. Vermeulen bumps his man off. He'll have a little bit of frustration because he was yellow carded in the match on Saturday. So spent less time on the field than he would have loved to. You can see he is full of aggression today. That is a lovely kick. Now can there be pressure on big Angus Cleophas? Tight angle. And he's only taken it up to the 22. That was just a little bit lackluster by the big fullback.
A little bit too slow. When you watch him, he's taking his time. And when he kicks it 15 meters like that after taking his time, then you have to wonder. But good net gain for Naka Bulls.
I like the cut of Stefan Vermeulen's jib, man from Randfontein, Monument High School graduate. Big burly man, and he's got the case of the white line fever. You don't want to meet him on the field, but off the field he's just one of the friendliest people on the planet. So good position here, good base for the Bulls. Tobias goes deep this time, and they set up for the line-out drive. Surprise, surprise. Looking to take this one infield. That defense of Durbell stretched.
No hands.
They've curved the line-out drive, though. Stick to Vermeulen, have a look at that. Now Tobias caught a bit flat-footed. It's got to be good support for him there. They protect the ball well. That's a lovely take by Prima Ngube. Man born in Bulawayo.
No more.
Making meters, edging towards the try line. Good work there by 8th man JP Alberts. Lovely hands, and it's the fullback. Can he get it over the line? Juan Null stopped just short.
Wow, the collisions. If we think we saw it all in the other game, no. The standard is still kept there. Vermeulen, oh boy, I mean, he's ready for this game. I wonder what he had for breakfast or lunch.
Such an important facet of the game between these two sides. The scrum, as we said, arguably a contest between the best club rugby team in South Africa, Naka Bulls, against the second best in the form of Durbell. Extends, of course, to those packs of forwards. What a contest this season. Now, the Bulls get a shove on. Pressure on the ball here. Martinez looking to run his side out of danger. Tiart gets it to Lubba. He's only going to get it as far as that 10-meter line. It's a good touch finder, nonetheless.
Naka Bulls are piling on the pressure as we see Gary Buerta going up and down. The scrum doctor of Naka Bulls. Ex-Bulls, ex-Springbok.
You've got to explain, every man there's a walkie-talkie on him. Who are they all talking to? Captain Ruan Grundling just barking out the command there for the throw-in by Tobias. They go to the middle. Danny Makwabane now. Look where Vermeulen finds himself. Looks to be doing that all day long. Eckhard Boshoff as well with a nice carry. Now caught in possession a little bit is Johan van der Westhuizen.
Arriving from the side, blue.
And we hear the order
From
there
the
clearly
side.
from the referee. Number 7, Daniel Boertes, the vice captain, penalized there.
You have to definitely, when you see Vermeulen in the back line, you have to know that he's going to get the ball. But I'm pretty sure they've got one under the sleeve where they're going to play behind his back as a dummy runner. I'm waiting to see that move when they unleash the backs out wide.
You saw Van der Westhuizen just caught in possession there a little bit. Good defensive work by Jacqueline Martinez. I will bet you my entire bond repayment for next month that they will go for the line-out drive here.
Off the top.
Was set up at least. Eckhard Boshoff in front of this now. He's taken it to within 2 meters. Van der Westhuizen now carried across the field. There's not enough weight behind him to drive that ball towards the try line. Tobias in control of it on the edge of the ruck there. He's being dragged towards the try line. Bastic. Close to the cushion. They just need to touch it there, and that will be a try.
Step last feet, blue.
Good defense here by Durbell. Tackling for their lives. Now it's swung out wide. Juan now. Oh, what a fantastic little touch over. They'll have a look at that, but the touch judge says, I'm afraid you haven't made it over. It's Brendan Swart. Boksburg-born Brendan Swart there, who came so close to scoring a try. So have a look, very good defense there by Lucian Kirschner.
Oh, look at the linesman there in good position, and he called it earlier to say out in touch. I think the ball should have went out to him much quicker. They delayed in getting the ball to him.
So in the ensuing line-out, obviously won by Durbell, and they controlled their possession nicely. Falls to Libber to just gain a bit of breathing room, but he doesn't look to be kicking this one out. The man who's set foot in touch, Swart, he lines up alongside fullback Juan Nal, looking for space in the middle of the park. Held up nicely by Jacqueline Martinez. Bastic now to Danny Mokubani with a cute little pass inside. They keep it alive here. This is a good counter ruck here by Durbell. And it is penalty.
First turnover was fine. Arriver on his feet.
Thank you very much, Mr. Referee Bosman. Penalty in favor of the team in yellow. And it looks like Grundling wants to go for poles from here.
I think let them take the points, the 2 units. Pretty even, 50-50, gauging each other. Naka Bulls is definitely edging on the territory numbers right now, so it's best for him to just get on the build that scoreboard pressure, get the 3 points in. He's a good striker of a ball, this Danny Mukobani. Why not get the points when they are on offer?
Ja, soos hulle sê in Afrikaans, wissel net jou spel bietjie af. Dan word jy nie te voorspelbaar nie. En as die punte daar is om te gryp, hoekom nie? Mokwabane.
En my Afrikaans hulle sê sit hom net tussen die mekke.
Dis waarvoor hy soek. Man van Hoedspruit, Ben Foster Hoërskool. Drie punte op die spel, het lyk goed. En die vlaag word omhoog gehou. Nog 3 punte by. En is die Naka Bulls wat nou voorloop met 10 punte teenoor 0. Ons gaan nou heeldag sien hoe Vermeulen en Van der Westhuizen 4 en 5 betrokke raak by die spel. Dis besige manne.
Lebbe kicks off into Vermeulen. He takes it. He's not going to shy away from contact. He takes it up. Bastic kicking it long. Kick receive. Let's see what they can do. Big fullback. He puts a big boot on it. Naka Bulls, they kick it back. Over the 10. It goes out on the full.
Ek moet tog sê, ek het lanklaas heel agter gesien John Mametsa met die dimensies van Angus Cleophas. 1.85 meter lank, 109 kilogram zwaar. En hy kan hy lyfie skuif hier op die veld.
Grootseun.
Sy ma se grootste. Lost at the back of the line out. Martinez coming through. Couldn't get hands on it. Lovely carrier by Johan Grobler, the vice captain. And the referee's going to his pocket. And we have the first yellow card of the day.
Without arms and without the ball.
Simple as that. Got to tackle with those arms. That was just a shoulder charge. Let's have a look at this again. Grobler coming through. No one Libber, and there we go. Simple as you like. It was just a bump off the ball there by CJ van die Kerk. He'll sit out 10.
Wag vir die jumper om die grond te tref tot dit hulle hom sê. Alright, hy moet die grond tref.
He couldn't even question it. He knew he deserved the yellow card.
Van die Kerk is a civil engineer by trade. Responsible for some prime construction. There he was looking to destroy his opposite number. Lovely off the back of the scrum there.
Offside.
Referee calling it clearly. Also getting in the way a bit of the attackers there from Naka Bulls. Diart with a big boot upfield. He'll desperately get this out, but doesn't do so. There is pressure on the man who's retrieving though. We were joking on Saturday that that man, Joan Nel, the fullback, was probably the only player out of the full complement of players who finished off Saturday's game with a clean jersey. It's the fullback on muddy, rainy conditions.
He's the one doing the up and unders and the rest of the team's chasing.
Cleophas doesn't take... Let me say, he does take his time on that move there. That kick a little bit aimless. Just took forever to make up his mind as to what to do with the ball. Fortunately, it's gone forward off the hands of the Naka Bulls.
He takes forever for everything. You know, it's like he's on slow motion. I don't know. He lacks energy. I don't know if this is him or it's just today.
It's the high felt, John Mametsa. It's the high felt. You're from Cape Town, and anything goes wrong with you up in Gauteng, you blame it on the high felt. The altitude.
Okay, slow it down. Space stability. Crouch. Point. Sit.
I'm enjoying this tussle. Yeah, not going
No
in straight
stability
there.
from julle. Hou julle voete onder julle en hou die stability. Paula.
Dubai is being blown up there.
Straight penalty. The first one was a short arm. This is the second infringement. Durbell will
Julle
have a
moet wag vir
welcome
die bal.
relief
As
at going
julle
for
kan
3
skram as
points.
die bal in is.
Their first shot of points in this match.
It was Lebo who kicked 4 out of 4 on Saturday to get his side the win. Much needed win. Contact is good.
Yes.
And 3 points to the good for Durbell. Their first points of the match.
Jy kan nie skram as die bal in is. Jy kan
It really does feel like a cup final. Look at the scrum. I think Naka Bulls do have the upper hand. They must just keep it a second or two steady to allow the scrum half to put it in. He can't delay any longer because he will get punished if he doesn't put the ball in.
To the open side. Just looked like he had lost his bind there as well and scrumming inwards and not straight. So they were blown up almost immediately.
scooping.
Another penalty.
Hands beyond the ball.
Yeah, Naka Bulls have to just be a little bit careful here. Just conceding too many. And if it's in striking range,
Hands beyond the ball.
Durbell have
Waiting
a
for the
man who
clean
can
out.
exploit
Straight
it
on the ball
perfectly.
and lift it.
And remember now, this is a time when they don't want to give away a lot of penalties. They want to play in the opposition half because they've got the numerical advantages for now. They need to make it count. You can't be playing in your own half. Meanwhile, you are a man to the goods. I don't know, are you expecting catch and drive? De Jong to feed the line out? Let's see.
Got a feeling
Lay
they
down
will
to the line,
probably look to
start
spread
voorbij.
it wide. MC de Jong, man from Vredendal, goes to the back of the line out. Well, that conversation all for naught because he misses his man completely. Good work by from Vermeulen. And it's Echard Boshoff with acres of space in front of him. Can he find his man on the outside? Still their possession though. River Marcel Himan goes to ground here. But in the process, the Bulls lose the ball. That's 3 penalties in the last 3 minutes blown against them. Discipline needs to be looked at here because, as you said, they've got the numerical advantage.
I like the play from the big man, Vermeulen. As big as he is, when there's space on the outside, give it out. And that's what he did.
Yeah, he did, and it was Himan who came back inside. But not coming in from the side, then he was blown up.
Van veel af.
A messy line out.
Optie. Optie, scramble line out.
Durbell are having huge problems in the line-out. Already they're struggling.
Kijk zo. Luister even voorbij
The
nu.
defense from Naka Bulls is set up early in the line-out. And they make it difficult for JC de Jong and his team. We haven't seen any play from scrum now. They've got a chance to attack
Hold the stability and wait for the ball. Crouch.
at the 10-meter line. Let's see what they can do. They've got a whole field to
Point.
play with on the other side, to their left.
Sit. Okay, let's just get up.
Yeah, the scrum started off so good between these two sides. Just a little bit of needle now and an issue or two for referee Neil Bosman to address. What I love about this level of the game is you have players who are willing to receive when the referee talks, because they do talk plenty in club rugby.
Let's get a bit higher, guys. Higher.
Because it can be very, very
Crouch.
easy for any one of these players to cop a really serious injury if technically
Sit.
the scrums aren't sound. That's much better. The tabletop is level. Good shove by the Bulls. They're coming infield here. Rotating.
Number 1.
I need an explanation for this one. So I felt that they did push straight and forward and then the scrum rotated.
Sometimes the scrums, they become a lottery.
Let's look at this. The shove is on. The ball's going straight. And that's where they popped. All right, so an opportunity for points once more. Libba lining it up on the tee. Played for the UCT Aikis 2018-2019. Broker consultant down in Cape Town. Ex-Paul gym player. Deadly left boot. That's a low kick to the right. Just a missed kick there. And an opportunity for 3 valuable points gone a-begging.
It's been happening when you compliment the players.
I'm going to stop saying anything good about anybody. Next thing I know, I'm going to have somebody like Stefan Vermeulen break a leg.
We're going to move from commentator's curse and just call it the Udo effect.
I would not presume to have any such powers. This is followed up nicely and played back nicely as well. For possession by Durbell, but it is the Bulls who come away with it. Kabane with a little bit of a box kick of his own, and now Angus Cleophas hurries things along, but nowhere near the touch he was looking for. Chance for a counter here by fullback Johan now. Can't run out of support here. There for him. Basti gets them going. Danny Mokwabane throwing it down the line. It's all hands but no space. And speaking of which, they've run out of it. Sydney Tobias with a foot out in touch.
I just think that's an easy position given away. They had the numbers, they had the support. All he needed to do was come back inside. There's 3 guys around him where he could have just fought to go inside so that they clean and recycle the ball.
I tell you what, John Mametsa, the tussle that these Naka Bulls were in on Saturday, they just seem to be a little bit flat today compared to the other day in that 37 win over Rovers. Just a tad bit flat. Can Durbell wear them down? Oh, lovely little step on the inside here by Rasmus de Beer. It's available now to Martinez, who just flings this out the field. That was a poor pass.
Scrum off line staan.
I'll tell you what's flat, Udo. Flat is what we see from the back. From Durbell. It's last line of defense. For me, he lacks energy. But the 2 teams are still sussing each other out as well. Like I said, it feels like a final. Points on the board.
So the last 2 scrums have yielded penalties in favor of Durbell. Can the men in canary yellow set the ship right? A fantastic scrummaging unit. Just at the moment, Durbell seem to have their match. The changes they've made from Saturday's game clearly having a big impact. That will give them encouragement. They keep it in the feet of the 8th man, and Bastic now gets Makwabane to go. Show and go here from Juan now, and unfortunately it's gone
No
forward.
advantage.
In
Back for
fact,
the
that
penalty.
was Marcel Himan. Lost the ball there. Not quite sure what he's protesting about.
Face up, 10 meters.
I think when you look at the move, he was looking for support on the inside, and the support runner was a bit late.
I thought for a second he was having a go at the referee on the call. Little did we know that he was actually just remonstrating with his fellow teammates. Opportunity here for Makwabane to put them in a position for that very powerful line-out drive again. Decent angle to work off. It's just short of the 22.
The Bulls are scrumming very well, better than the Durbell. They just need to get the timing right. I think that's what's lacking. On their own ball, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, perhaps just a little bit too keen to dominate a facet that still needs you to control things. Over the head of Vermeulen there, into the hands of Iman Boerestein, who makes it available to Echard Boshoff. And now it's the hooker, Sydney Tobias, with a bit of a carry.
Last the foot up, blow, step.
Bastic will feed to Priman Ngube. Almost always takes a few players with him. This man is powerful. Tobias with a step inside, a little bit telegraphed.
Get out, Blue.
Now it swings down
Advantage offside.
the back
number
row.
12.
And flying in over there from Durbell. Bastic with
No
the
advantage,
pass
forward
intercepted by the big Angus
Number
Cleophas.
12, offside.
I was so looking forward to the ensuing run from that interception.
No one was going to catch him, Udo.
No one? Let's have a look here. Yeah, they just stepped up too early. So offside call, that arm went up almost immediately. And Mokwabane, no surprises here that he's just going to look for the easy three-pointer.
Take the points on offer. That's the order of the day. It's a tight game. Battle between North and South.
Yeah, it's got the feel of a final, doesn't it?
Indeed it does, Udo.
Easy as you like.
Kan julle my hoor?
3 points added. Now it is a 10-point game with just over 5 minutes to play. Yeah, it has the feel, this World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival final between Naka Bulls and Durbell. It has the feel of a final, but you just get the sense that at some point in this game, the dam walls are going to burst. We're going to see some entertaining, hard-running, big contact rugby with a couple of tries. As we said, the previous day's game delivering 12 tries in total between Harlequins and College Rovers. Don't think we'll get 100 points up on the board again. There's Cleophas just swinging it down the line. Lovely carrier by CJ van die Kerk, a man who spent 10 minutes in the sin bin.
now!
Eighth man back on the field. Diart goes to the left this time. Lucian. Kirchner with the ball. Keeps it available to
Rock time.
Jacqueline Martinez. Diart with a quick ball here.
Advantage.
Have a look at Christo Greiling here. Late replacement for Craig Walker.
Zeg weer nommers. Okay, dankie. Advantage.
Keep going. It's Hendrik Weber looking for meters down the ground, and he's lost the ball
Number
forward.
5 and
But they were playing off an advantage.
Mark, yeah.
And an opportunity for 3 more.
Number 5 and 8 offside. Never onside.
You heard that it was Johan van der Westhuizen and JP Alberts,
Dankie.
the infringing players.
Wat gaan ons doen? Paula.
We're waiting for a time when, in the second half, when this sort of penalties, they'll start going for the line. But as for now, they're taking what's on offer. Nothing is left.
I'm going to say it again. You just saw in the previous shot there, Captain Ruan Grandling down on all fours. The match in the rain took its toll. Which team can dig deeper? Which team is physically fitter to endure the strains of 80 minutes of rugby here? At the moment, it's a chance for Libba, who missed his previous kick, to take their tally to 6. Another one of those lowish creeping kicks, but this time it's in between the uprights and 3 points added. Just see the reason for that penalty being awarded. Referee said 5 and 8 with the players in an offside position, and rightfully so. They've been loving it here at Loftus. Crowd coming in early this morning already with the gates open. If you're in the area, pop around. Gonna have a grand finish here.
Last.
To the
Taken back.
Betting Easter Club
Stay
Rugby
blue.
Festival.
Blijf vier.
SABC Sport. This umbrella body of heritage rugby just keeps growing week after week.
Okay, los nou.
Oh,
Roll out, blue.
Bostic, he goes in, he digs.
Get out.
As he was about to get it out, the tackler not rolling out. Penalty, Naka Bulls. And no need to even guess what they're going to do here. With the reliable boot of Danny Mukobane, take the points.
Je kan teruggaan as jy wil.
Well, in a sense, they almost have to, don't they, John? Given the penalties that they've given away. Because the 6 points should actually be 9 points. That missed penalty by Loan Libba was in a very gettable position. So they just want to restore a little bit of the breathing room between the two teams.
Ja.
If they go in at the break, leading by 10 points, I think if you had said that before the game, they would have they would take the 10 points. What needs to happen now is once Danny Mukobane slots it in, they need to go back to their own half, regroup, because there's a minute left. You don't want to concede position and be under pressure and concede points in the last seconds of the half.
And that is the case indeed. 3 points added from the kicking boot of Danny Mukobane, who's been really good this afternoon. He's got 11 points in the game already. That man, JP Alberts, is a live wire indeed. So he bumped his opposite number off the ball there. And that man on his knees, the infringing player. So can the Bulls go into the break with a 10-point lead?
Get out, blue.
They just need to keep it tidy at the end of the first half. JP Alberts dropping that ball, going forward. And that will take us to the buzzer as well. And an entertaining first half of rugby as the World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival winds its way to a dramatic close. It's the favourites, the Naka Bulls, who lead 16-6 at the break. Just one try by man of the match in the previous game, Sydney Tobias. And not surprising, they're calling themselves to order with a little bit of a confab in the middle of the park.
You've got two heavyweights feeling each other in the first 40. And as the favourites, the Naka Bulls at home. Another point is that to be ahead by 10 points, I think that they can take. They need to come back in the second half, work a bit on the scrums. On their own ball, they are perfect. They need to work on the opposition ball.
Man of the match in the previous game, Sydney Tobias, the try scorer in the first half. Can they create some more opportunities in the second? It's a 10-point game after 40 minutes, 1 try versus 0. And the kicking boots of Loan Libba and Danny Mukobane have been incredibly busy across the first 40. Territory all in favour of Durbell, but they are not the ones who are leading at the halfway mark. It's Naka Bull 16, Durbell 6. So the first half of the final year of the World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival between Naka Bulls and the men from Cape Town, Durbell, delivered some thrilling rugby between two sides who seemingly looked fatigued from the first match that they played, but the line-out drive, a constant presence by the Canary Yellows, and how they pulled it off for the first try of the match, John Mametsa.
One stop.
Hard work, tight as a unit, together. They were just grinding it out. I mean, as you can see there, it's hard work, it's unity.
Absolutely, nice little pivot onto the open side there for Sydney Tobias. And he gets the only try of the first half. Can see good support there by Stefan Vermeulen. All he needed to do was swivel on the inside where there was no defense, and you could see the defense all at sea there. And a lovely try work from a good position. So second half and the finals up for grabs here under Heritage Rugby SABC Sport, of course, the offering this Easter Rugby Festival. Two sides who toiled on Saturday in their opening matches. See the director of rugby there, Coach Van der Walt, just barking out the orders before these players take to the field once more. Who wants it more? Who can dig deeper? We saw a couple of yawns, a couple of players on all fours after that first half. And it's a war of attrition between two sides with really good forward packs.
Definitely the turnaround time from Saturday to today was a bit short on the guys, given the fact that in the past 2 years we haven't had any Easter rugby tournaments. So the guys were used to playing on Saturdays. So now they must get used to playing in those competitions where they can have 3 games in a week. But it's all a start for everyone, and they'll get used to it.
Yeah, the home side will be buoyed by the fact that they held on to a 10-point lead. The crowd, the home crowd, they've been loving it. As we've said, this is a contest between arguably two of the best teams, club rugby teams in South Africa. This man looking forward to what he can do in the second half, because you give him the ball, you give him just a little bit of space, and Stefan Vermeulen will attack it. How much does he have left in the tank? So 2 penalties from the boot of Loan Libbe, a try by Tobias, and 11 points off the kicking boot of Danny Mokwabane has us with a 16-6 lead going into the second half. That will be restarted by captain of Durbell, Dion Tiart.
Maar je moet dan een beetje stil maken voor die audience. Vat jy nog een?
Just a slight delay before the restart here. That man in picture to the left of your screen, Prima Ngube, was a live wire in the first half. Some amazing carries up the field.
He really gave them momentum, Prima Ngube,
Oh my God.
together with Vermeulen. They gave their side momentum. When they were carrying the ball, you could see they were punishing the other team.
So we were just waiting for referee Neil Bosman and his assistants to take the field. You can see the players' eagerness to get matters underway in the second half.
He says, I'm in charge. You come out early, you'll wait for me. I'm the man in the middle, I'm in charge.
We're in Pretoria, there's the smell of meat wafting around in the background here, so understandable that they wanted to just grab a quick little bite. And now matters will get underway. Tiart lofts this one. Left of center. Good support, good take there by the Naka Bulls. And they look to drive this one up. But a good counter shove here by Durbell.
From the side, blue.
15 seconds it's taken for the first penalty in the second half here. And now we have a little bit of a handbag fest.
Okay, dankie.
And all is well.
I always say
From the side.
those are very unnecessary, and the
Don't
coach
change your
must be
mind.
livid where he is.
Op die lyn is
The
reg.
team is in that 22. Why give a penalty away?
George Willefeer will be kicking himself, as he's been good in this competition. And who's applied his trade for both the Boland and Griquas sides at under 19 and under 20 level. That is a fantastic touch finder by Mkwabane.
16.
Have a chance to look at it here again. Where is number 4? There he is. Coming in from the side.
Danny's definitely controlling the game, using the momentum that he gets from his team very well.
A little bit sloppy in the line out, but a chance here for Brendan Swart. Runs out of space. Mokwabane with a skip pass. And Grobler, the vice captain there, passed but didn't really look where he was passing to, so they lose possession there. So a little bit loose there as well. Good stop in the middle of the park there by Ngube. Chance here for Durbell. They're on the attack, but slippery foot conditions. Just thwarting that attempt there. Keep going now. And now Willifeed has a chance to make amends for that penalty conceded. A little bit high. In fact, a lot high. And the player was descending. But still, no reason for Johan van der Westhuizen to close line him as they do in wrestling.
I see the number 4s on both the two teams, Fermiel and Olivier. They are big units.
Iman Boerdestein just getting a little bit of treatment now. Must be mentioned, of course, if you look at the reputations and the playing histories of both sets of players, this is effectively a semi-pro game. Many of these guys will, after the public holiday today, have to pull in for work tomorrow. Likes of Danny Mokabane, for instance, he's a software engineer. So he'll have to pull in front of his computer tomorrow and put in a long shift. Got a couple of teachers in the mix as well. A few students will have to drag their weary bodies to campus tomorrow.
These are the legends of the game. The guys that give everything on the field. Next day they must go and do their normal 9 to 5. These are our legends of the game.
So Rennie Brink, who's on the field as substitute hooker, he's in charge of the confab there for Durbell. Tobias is in charge of just tuning the odds to his fellow forwards. There's Brink who will get the restart here. Finds his man, but it's through the hands of CJ van der Kerk.
There's no advantage there.
Yeah, there'll be advantage here to, or penalty to the Naka Bulls. See why Mokomani was so adventurous with that pass that skipped 3 or 4 players. He's looking to establish something from that advantage.
They need to set up a platform where Danny Mukobane, he's got a big boot on him. He can take them in the Durbell's half. They need to get out of their red zone.
So Tobias just asking the referee just to take him to a slightly drier spot. The referee responding, that's the best that I have for you. You can take it, of course, left or right on that line. They're scrumming through the whistle here. It's as if those two front rows have fallen deaf. Oh, now the referee will take it to a drier spot. Somebody's won the argument.
When you look at Tobias, I think also using his experience as well. If you shift a bit inside, it completely shifts how the defense will also line up at the back. That extra 5 meters will make space for a kick on the blind side.
Crouch. Blind.
That tabletop's not level. So
No, give him
penalty to
opportunity.
the Naka Bulls. And they get things going quickly. Grobler now to Joan Nal. Passes it on the outside to Marcel Himan, who's now running infield, and he's bumped there rather than tackled.
Blue.
They go back there to the blind. And now bring it to the open part of the field. That is a delightful pushback. Lovely tackle by Durbell. Bastic not wasting any time, but now he's caught in possession.
Get back, yeah.
Fortunately, it comes out on their side for attack. Vermeulen with ball in hand. What will he do? As almost always, he'll be looking to gain meters and playing on the advantage once more. It's in the half. I wonder, John Mametsa.
That was a bit dangerous on Vermeulen.
Time off.
Diving on his knees with the shoulder. That really must be cleaned out of the game. What needs to happen now is that they must go for a line. Try their drive. That's what was successful in the first half.
Time on, I can time uit tyd aansit. Is julle reg?
Indeed, Danny Mokobane doesn't go for post.
Let's go.
I think he does have the range to get the 3 points.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about, whether he would exercise that option, because he certainly has the range, and he certainly is in the kind of kicking form today that would suggest 3 points on the cards. But I gather just 7 minutes played in the second half, the Naka Bulls would want to assert dominance in an area that has led to a try already. So we just have a look at the incident that led to the penalty here. Vermeulen will pick the ball up now.
Number 5.
Yeah, they didn't really contest in the air there, did Durbell, because they know what's coming. Now, can they stave it off? At the moment, they can't. They're being marched backwards here. On the pounce on Naka Bulls. Man's given a chance to release the ball. Still on the side of the Canary Yellows. Echard Boshoff with the leg drive. Takes them to within 5. Tobias now with a step inside. A handoff as well on Loan Libber. That was in the throat. It hurt. Now just a little bit more expansive. But it's a marauding mass of yellow, and they've opened up the field. There's a chance for a try, and it is a try. Fantastic play here. And it's nice captain Johan Grobler.
Exactly what Gary Buota in his forwards ordered. Line out, grind it out. From then on, get the big willing runners, the likes of Tobias. He will always be there for you to get the ball and get you over the gain line. At the end of the day, Durbell ran away. I mean, they ran out of defenders because they just couldn't. They've got 2 guys tackling 1 person coming in. At the end of the day, you run out of defenders. Well done to Naka Bulls for just keeping it simple, closer to the line, and it worked.
And from here on in, we're going to see an interesting passage of players. We watch Mokobane just look to add the 2 points, because after scoring that try from the line-out drive in the first half, their play became a little bit predictable and scrappy. They've now reasserted themselves with what has worked in this tournament. Can they build on it?
Indeed, I think they can build on it. They've got the players. Plus that have got the heart.
Just left of the upright. So 2 points left on the field there by the Naka Bulls. But the lead is appreciable. 21 points to 6. Just have a look at how they attack the line. And the point at which that ball is thrown wide. Now the defense is spread, and Grobler says, thank you very much. Just the tiniest of gaps for him to get in. And he does so indeed. Gary Buota and his men celebrating it why not?
Time on.
It's flat and deep. A challenge there for Echard, rather for Swartz, Brendan Swartz. There'll be a line out to them though, but that was a dicey kick, but it's paid off.
Naka will score a nape in there. They should never have allowed it to bounce.
Quick line out. JP Alberts with the crash ball. Sets it up in the middle of the park. Outside the 5. Mokobane now looking for touch upfield, and he gets exactly that. That is a monster boot.
What a kick. I've been watching Danny. I think this is his third torpedo kick that he's been kicking. He's been kicking the old torpedo style. That's what the forward loves. That's what they love. Marching forward from a good kick.
Was that in straight? Referee says yes. And now the battering ram of Durbell. Jacqueline Martinez looking for some space, but he's been forced a little bit wider than he would have wanted to. On the park is Eugene Bosman. Jersey number 21, look out for him as well. He certainly can carry. Oh, massive clash there in the middle of the park, and now Durbell marched backwards again.
Get out.
George Willefeer, fear and flum, as they say, wins him his side a penalty.
Quick tap from Dion Tiart. Quick tap. They go over the halfway line. Yes,
Off your feet, you.
physical
Yalla,
out
leave
there.
it.
He digs into Tiart. He gives it to his fly. They set it up in the middle of the field. They still have two options either side, on the left or on the right. Hanging around the halfway line. He digs in. Tiart, he passes back, a messy of a pass. Can they clean it up? Yes, he does a good job. He goes up, but he's
No more rap
isolated.
time. Just going off your feet. Number
Naka Bulls
19.
missed an opportunity to turn it over there because
Aanvanklik die
Durbell
counter was
didn't have
aanvanklik
the
goed, maar
numbers,
19 kan nie net oor die bal
numbers
val nie.
at that breakdown.
Very tight angle to work with here. And unfortunately, didn't get it out initially, Tiart. At a kind bobble on the line there. So have a look at that man and keep watching him. As I said, Eugene Bosman loves running. So now fortuitous, but a very good position up the field for Durbell. Remy Brunk, Durbanville local. Cannot find his man, and that's a wasted opportunity. Bastic making the players of Durbell turn back. They'll take a quick one here. Plenty of space for them to work with. Running straight into his opposite man is Dion Basson there. Almost up with the ball. It will be Remy Brunk. Now they run into one another here, do the Durbell players, getting in each other's way.
Another rip. He ripped it. He ripped it.
Willefeer, man alone. There is a player over the ball there for the Naka Bulls, but it's ripped away by Ruben Venter, another strong runner. He gains a few meters. Tiart to Martinez. And now they turn back again. As the ball is dropped by Hanno Jordan.
No more. Use it.
Not the greatest of passing down the line. And not a good kick either. Lovely little step there by Danny Mokwabane. Did well to join his players infield. Brendan Swart there carrying. And they go on the blind again. And there's no space here whatsoever for JP Alberts, but he's done well. Kwabane swings. Juan Nal comes back inside. Nice little handoff there to offload there to his fellow forward. Grundling gets the ball out. Juan Nal once again with a terrible pass, I'm afraid.
Number 8 taking up space at the breakdown.
There was such a good opportunity.
Such a good opportunity indeed, and they're starting to open up. I can see some gaps are starting to open up. And that's when the attacking prowess of Naka Bulls should come in, and they must capitalize when the gaps are there.
Joselaze, wissel net jou spel af. They're going for poles this time.
The
choice of 2 balls.
Get the guys a breather. They've been doing a lot of running in the past 5 minutes. Ball has been in the air. And when I look at Loftus Angus, there was no way he was going to come back in the second half. The way he didn't have any energy. They had to get some guys at the back with energy.
Absolutely. Speaking of energy, new energy on the field for Durbell as well, as we wait for Mokobane to take this kick. He's the captain. Dion Diart has now been replaced by Ted Kun. Came on in their game against Northern Rhinos on Saturday and certainly made an impact. Mokobane looking to stretch the lead now to 24-6. 2 kicks in a row, missed. Here's that first half form for the man from Hoedspruit.
We can blame it on the fatigue. Concentration levels a bit down.
Lebo will get them going with the 22. Swart with a strong run, yeah. Makes it available nicely with the offload. Grundling forced to ground, yeah. That ball just flung in desperation. Accidental offside in the process as well.
Number 12.
That ball needed to go wide. They wanted to try everything that they could to take it wide because the space and the numbers were there. But then when you look at how the game is poised now, Naka Bulls do have the upper hand, and Durbell have everything to do to come back in this game.
Let's have a look here again as Van der Westhuizen gets taken to ground, and then those 2 players there causing accidental offside because Remy Brink was prevented from putting in a tackle. It's becoming a game of margins now, calculated risks, which will count in favor of the Bulls in terms of their endeavour to just hold on here.
Number 23, leave it. 23 from the side.
And this is what we're talking about. Terrible mistake,
So
a chance for 3 points here. And it's Nico du Plessis. Du Plessis who's been penalised.
I would say they must go for touch. It's a bit too late to be going for 3 points. Indeed, they go for touch. Now Brink here has to fire. He has to find his jumper because they've been missing a lot of lineups.
Yeah, this is the penalty just against Nico du Plessis, who just came in from the side. Brink finds his man. Was that Durbell closing it out?
Ja, hy moet hom kry dat hy reg spring.
So a costly mistake here. As you said, Brink needed to find his man.
And he didn't. So now you have to ask yourself, the 3 points, would they have been better?
I think the execution was just poor. I'm with you on the option that was exercised there. Put them in a really good position for a line-out drive or an attack from the base of that ensuing maul.
Seat, stability. Stay on 9.
Very good scrum here by Naka Bulls. They're going to run this,
Backwards.
but they need to get ball in hand first. Now they'll just clean it up through Danny Mokwabane with that torpedo kick again, but it's more of a vur-vur. Only goes as far as the halfway line. Jacqueline Martinez, he's got space. Can he exploit it? Finds Andries Hannekom, who's brought down. Ted Kun, the replacement scrummy, gets the line going again. Vian Schmidt makes a few meters.
Use.
Lovely break through the middle there by George Willefeer. Martinez going on his own there. This is good play from Durbell.
Use.
Martinez swings it to Willefeer, but I'm afraid the weary hands of the flankers drop that.
The tired hands,
Subs. Goal.
He's been giving his all today. He's been their willing runner all the time, trying to fight for Durbell, giving them momentum every time he got the ball. But that pass was a bit in front of him, and he couldn't stretch together that pass.
The locks, hands locking up. Manelek Moeg. It's a strawwe paar dae. Net die eendagse rus gehad tussen Saterdag se wedstryd en vandag se.
Position of strength, lifting the ball. All right.
21 punte aan Naka Bulls, net 6 aan Durbell. En nog 17 minute oor in die wedstryd. Daar's genoeg tyd om terug te kom hier. Kan hulle die moed, die krag vind om dit te doen. Spel net so in die laaste paar minute bietjie slorderig gewees. Is weer eens die ervare
One point.
Sydney Tobias wat hard praat met sy manne, met sy spanmaats hier. Hou net julle moed, hou net julle durf.
The issue for Durbell is when it comes to lineouts, it's 50-50, it's a lottery. So now where do you draw the line as to when you get penalties in this position, you go for points, or you tap and go? They need to change that strategy.
Crouch.
Scrum in the middle of the field.
Point. Sit.
Needs to be busted to Mokwabane and played out. Good scrum from Devil. They push, they get rewarded a penalty right in front. But now,
important games, they come down to important moments. Is this a bit of a watershed year for Durbell? They need to claw their way back. They have a chance here of 3 points. That scrum would have put some fire in the bellies of those forwards. Instead of the 3, they're hunting for the full complement. Just have a look here at that shove. Amazing stuff. It made that front row of the Bulls just stand up. Rather fortunate, but they get the ball from the line out. Bursting right through was Bosman. I feel they have won that ball back, the Naka Bulls, and they certainly have done just that. How important was that clean out?
there is no way you can go one by one closer to the line. You need to hunt in twos. The reason why there was a 10 over there is because there were no cleaners. The cleaners were very late. It goes back to the line out where it was just a lottery. They were very lucky they got the ball. They almost got to the line, but those lineouts are a lottery for Devil.
And it's that man, Nico du Plessis, with legs like tree stumps, who had the solid, stable base there to get in over that ball. Coming in through the middle. Just have a look here at jersey number 23. That's a good line out ball taken by JP Alberts. Sydney Tobias in behind this drive. good control of it. And now marching Durbell backwards. It's going to take every bit of resistance and strain from Durbell to stop this one. It will be demoralizing for them, but they've resisted.
Dankie Regard. Own player going
Naka balls have been clinical in this facet of the game. Lineouts, they've been spot on. They've just missed one or two, but once they get it and the drive, you could see that the unit, they are together. The forwards are chanting, they're working, pulling each other. You know, as 8, if you work together, you are more powerful than working in 1 or 2s. Let's see what Durbell can do here on the halfway line on the left. They're playing from right to left.
Let's go.
Lever to feed. No, it's not Lever. Lever is off.
Crouch.
Kun, replacement Scrummy.
Yes, replacement Scrummy Kun to feed the scrum.
See.
And that collapses straight away. Happen on this near side here, away from where the referee is. Let's have a look here. Kun doesn't even have a chance. Both men keeping their bind, but collapsing.
Kom. Wie gaan af vinnig?
I see Ruben Fenta has moved. He's at the back of the scrum.
Okay,
And he's a good carrier of a ball. So I'm just looking to see it will be a pick and go.
Bly square. Bly square.
Put a platform there with the likes of George Olivier will come out around the corner, give them momentum and now release it to the backs. But we'll see. They need a good base now from the scrum for that to happen.
We saw
Wag vir my call. Hou die gap op bin.
Rovers also coming on to the park as well. Jersey number 18 and joining that second row.
Hou die gap op bin.
Also spotted Tony Bortas running on to the back line. So some fresh legs on the park for Naka Bulls.
Crouch. Boy. See.
Good, he takes it out to Lever. Pass it out on the drift. They're out there getting to the 22. Now they need to make sure that they protect the ball. Gun takes it out.
The advantage offside.
One of runner, he's on his own. They need to have more men there at the breakdown so that they can support. Exactly, they can't get quick ball because they don't have enough numbers at the breakdown. Kun takes a quick one. Martinez pass it out wide to Brink. Oh, Brink just turns around, knock on now. Nakapele needs to consolidate, make sure that they play down in their own half. That's what Mokovani did. He kicked it straight down. Durbell, they run it back. Hanu Yordan throws a long pass to Keshna. Keshna's got some bit of ground ahead of him. He goes over the 22. He steps inside 2 players. He still has the ball, still running, bumping one off. He's 8 meters out. Kun, he takes it out to the left. That big man again, George Olivier, a willing runner all the time.
No more.
They need to slow down now.
Roll out.
Need to slow down, get numbers to the ball. You can see guys are all over. Lebe plays it out. Gives it to Francois Steffels.
Tackle release.
They hold him in the air. He goes down.
This is good work here by Durbell.
Tackle release.
Edging closer to the try line. What a run that was by Kirchner to get them as close as this. Now it's in the hands of the forwards. Lever passing it out to Daniel Bortas, the vice captain. Little bit of space on the outside there for... Oh my goodness. So close, but I get the feeling the foot was in touch before that pass came inside. It was Ruben Venter, another, as you said, willing runner for Durbell this afternoon, just running out of space.
Danny Mukwevani, he's not a guy that just runs the show, but he's the man that took that hit to take Ruben Venter out. So he doesn't shy away from contact as well.
We can off.
So we'll have a change now at scrum half as well for the Naka Bulls. Another man who's full of running, Ruan Verveers. Coming in for Jerome Bastock. Saw the same change on Saturday, late in the game. Sydney Tobias skipping everybody and going straight to JP Alberts, who ran onto that nicely. It's created good space in the open side, but it goes to Danny Makwabane just to clean things up, and that's good. That's promising exit play there by the Bulls.
The guys need to find their mark now. Bring Berra off the top. Gun takes it to Leber. Martinez pass it out wide. Skip pass. That man outside. They put him on the outside so that he can get some meters on the outside. Olivier, he takes it up on the 22. Durbell needs to clean up much better. Leber. It goes to Staples. He takes a guy with him. Kun comes. He gives it to Martinez. He's looking for support. He offloads it. Danny Mukwabane cleans up. There you go. There you go, boy. Bump them. Go. There you go, over the 10-meter line. He keeps going. Sydney Tobias, die hard. From the first minute, he's been working hard. Two numbers on the outside. They've got a big overlap. They might just keep the ball.
Advantage over.
Probler out to him, and now the ball will bobble out of play. But this is a good fight back yet again from the Bulls. They're doing all they need to do to just hold on to this lead. Pressure's all on Durbell to claw their way back in this match. They trail by 15. So now there's space on the outside, and clean pair of heels. Eventually a good tackle picked up nicely. And there will be a try for Eugene Bosman. Perfectly timed as well. They desperately needed that, but how was that break on the far side?
Was a clean break on the outside, and he took his chance to throw the offload. Luckily, Kuhn was very patient, took it up cleanly. He's ran very hard on the outside, Ruben Fenter.
And you know, just a couple of seconds prior to that, Fenter was still receiving treatment on the ground. How he got up so quickly and joined the line of attack again, kudos to him. But he is one of the strongest carriers on this side. 10 points now. Can become 8. And he does it as well. Leber with the extra 2. 21-13. What is lying in store in these final 6 minutes, John Mametsa?
You can't help but ask yourself about those penalties that they kept going for touch. Had one gone in, they were one score away from victory right now.
Beide spanne.
Right, set up the final 5 minutes perfectly here. Durbell are within reach. Kobane with a restart. It goes just left of center. Jacqueline Martinez swings it out wide to Ted Kuhn. He steps on the inside. Comes available now. Laba releasing Andries Hannekom, who finds Olivier. Olivier with a carry. He's taking 2 or 3 men with him. Stopped in his tracks there now. Can the ball become available to Durbell? It does. Ah, oh, lovely bump off there by
No more!
Kuhn keeps it alive. Leber now to Martinez with a risky pass, but it pays off because it's opening up the space here for Jordan. Kuhn swings, Leber swings now. Substitute Dion Basson runs into a roadblock. Eugene Bosman calling for it, crying for it. This is very promising
Kom hulle,
indeed.
Jaco. No more, you're not on the ball.
Once more.
Leave it.
Now Libba looks to come on the inside. The support is there for him. Falls properly as well.
Offside, number 16.
Massive bump off there by Dian Basson.
No more.
Keep it alive, but they're running out of space on the near side of the field. But it will be penalty to Durbell. Offside are the Naka Bulls. They take it quickly. And it's Kirshner running across the field here. He's a little bit isolated. Lovely pickup towards the try line. Meters out now.
You missed it.
Whistle goes, penalty to Durbell.
Time off. Captain number
What
17.
do you do, Udo, when you're there?
17.
I think it's very close. For me, I
This is
almost
cynical,
said a wrong decision from Kirshner for tapping and going. They need to take the 3 points. But being so close, I think go for a scrum.
And a yellow card in the meantime as well, so there'll be a numerical advantage for the remaining few minutes in the match.
Luister gou, moenie bind voor die
Besides
tyd.
himself, but the
Right.
mistake was made.
Wag vir die tyd.
Will his team be made
Hands
to
in.
pay the ultimate price here? Getting straight for the line and just a few centimeters short is Francois Staples. This looks good. Has he put pressure down on the
Clearly
ball?
held up. Clearly held
Referee
up.
says
5
held
meter
up.
scrum.
What a finish we're in for here.
Time off.
8 points the difference.
We need a sub for the yellow card.
Look, they've got the numerical advantage. For me, I'd say get the 3 points. With 3 minutes to go, you still have enough time to assert your ascendancy and come back.
Let's go.
Well, they're going to need to score
Hou
twice.
tyd af. Hou tyd af. Hou
If you
tyd
get
af.
the goal here, that's 7 points. That still leaves a 1 point deficit. So
Yeah.
perhaps get these 3 points done and dusted as quickly as possible. Keep that momentum on your side. They look like they see it slightly differently, Durbell. And why not? They're so close to the try line here. They look a wary bunch, both sets of players. Not quite sure what happened on Easter Sunday. That man, Angus Cleophas,
Time
he's
on. Let's
having
go.
a hard word here with his fellow players, geeing them on.
What's on stake here today, Udo,
Is jy
in
happy daai
terms
kant
of
met die
North
scrum, Ricky?
versus South?
Okay.
The Bulls having a few of the cups in the bag. What's on stake here today?
Well, it's the bragging rights, as I've been saying all day long, arguably the best club rugby side in South Africa. The rankings are a little bit scant across the country, but Durbell comes to the Highveld with a reputation as the number 2 team in the country.
Alright.
And from what we've seen, Naka Bulls have got to be in that top 3-4 sides as well.
And with the Bulls dominating, the Naka
Crouch.
Bulls dominating here, it really bodes well for the Union because they've got all the major trophies.
Massive call, yeah.
Play on, play on. Play on, play on. No more,
Desperate
no
to
more.
get to the try line.
Vonage, not 10
And
at
then
the
in
penalty,
yellow,
né?
swarming like flies. But they can't strip that ball away.
Julle moet op die lyn wees.
It was not available to play there to Eckhart Boshoff.
Play on, play on.
Not a snipe at the line here. Now close. Mohanakum come. Libba out here, and a beautiful little pass to Kirshner. Fantastic little inside or outside pass there by Eugene Bosman. Perfectly timed, and Kirshner's been injured in the process.
Alright.
But he scores the vital 5. So have a look at this little, lovely draws Swartz, and then easy as you like to Kirshner, who then bore the full weight of Johan Grobler.
A bit of a stiff arm on the floor, so that deserves a yellow in my book. It was needless challenge, to say the least. Now Libba needs to slot this in so that there's time for kickoff. He's taking his time.
Oh, and a dreadful, dreadful kick. No good contact on it whatsoever. And it just goes left of the upright. That was a shank in golf terms. And I'm afraid that may be all she wrote. There was a last-ditch late opportunity for Durbell here to claw their way back and beyond. Oh my goodness. I was in disbelief after the end of the first match. Even more so after the second one, John Mametsa.
Time for a kickoff, in for a treat in the last few seconds. Let's see if they can gather the kickoff. Go through the phases, be patient. They can't kick the ball away. They need to retain the ball.
No more!
Goes for a penalty there already. Entire field opening up. It's Jacqueline Martinez. Hasn't been as effective today with those sniping runs through the middle. Bosman with a great pass, and have a look at this now. Forward pass, I'm afraid. And now a chance for JP Alberts just to run clean away.
No more.
Danny Mokobane now. He finds the gap, and a lovely pass to the vice-captain with an even better pass inside. Himan's going to run away with this and score. What a way to finish this match. Smooth and silky as you like. My goodness. It may have been just a little bit down on pace this game in the last 10 minutes, but that has sparked it to life in the dying moments of the match. And it's given us the ultimate crescendo to a superb performance here by the Naka Bulls. Marcel Himan rounds it off, but have a look at this. Danny Makwabane finds the space. He's into it. Lovely, inch-perfect pass. And how's that for the pass back inside by Johan Grobler? And Himan running the perfect line to just latch onto it. Perhaps try of the tournament, especially given the context. That was delightful. So this should be the final act of the game. The fly-off from Hoedspruit, Ben Foster High School graduate. Man who's going to slot into a shift as software engineer tomorrow. Danny Mokwabane. He's kicked superbly today. And he finishes it off on a high. What a victory for the Naka Bulls. They would have been considered favourites after that 37 demolition of College Rovers on opening day of the World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival. And they've held on to those credentials. And they've proven themselves to be better than the side ranked number 2 in the country at club rugby level. Durbell, they fought bravely, but this final match was just a bridge too far for the men from Cape Town. Holders of the Carlton Cup win this tournament as well, and whether it's at professional level or club level, the Bulls as a unit now hold just about every trophy available in the game in South Africa. Sydney Tobias leading the side with aplomb. Man with the experience. He's in the side as a result of a program that makes sure that every professional contracted Bulls player has an association with a club in Pretoria. Turned out for the Northern Rhinos a season ago, and this season he's with the holders of the Carlton Cup, the ABE Midas Naka Bulls. What a display it's been by them. You can see how worn the field is after 80 minutes of all-out action, after a weekend of rain here over the Easter season. But the men in yellow, they are champions once more. It's been a beautiful day of club rugby, and under the banner of Heritage Rugby that is growing from strength to strength, week in, week out. So at one of the spiritual homes of rugby in South Africa, it's the home side, the Naka Bulls, won 28-18 winners over the men from Cape Town, Durbell. 3 tries to 2. Durbell left it late. They had a chance to steal it. But in the end, it was the Naka Bulls who not only held on, but scored a scintillating try just to wrap it all up and give themselves a 10-point win. In terms of territory, they had a slight advantage there. But in the possession stakes, it was almost 50-50. So an excellent way to end the World Sports Betting Easter Rugby Festival here on SABC Sport, brought to you by SEI Sport, with the Naka Bulls 28-18 winners over Durbell.
Wow, another great game. Our man of the match today is Sydney Tobias. Sydney, another man of the match. You won man of the match last week. How do you feel about man of the match today?
Nee, ek kan net alle dank aan my span gee. 1 tot 15. Ekskuus tog, 1 tot 23. Almal het hulle kant gebring vandag. Ons sê net dankie aan ons hemelse Vader vir die talente en die gawes wat hy vir ons gee en ons geseënd om die game te kan speel waarvoor ons lief is.
With the short turnaround time from Saturday to today, did you have any change of game plan?
Nee, glad nie. Ons het net die ouens was net meer professioneel. Ouens het geëis, ouens het reg geëet, nutrition was on point, everything was on point, and we can just thank the heavenly God that we got the victory today in a tough game.
Thank you so much, Sydney. Well done. Off to our winning captain. Just come and join me here. Winning captain, you must be happy with the boys' performance today.
Yeah, I'm extremely proud. The guys deserve this. We've set a goal 7 years ago that we want to be the best in South Africa, and today the boys pitch up and we deserve that we have won today because we have got that place in South Africa that we currently the best club in South Africa after the Gold Cup. But I'm extremely proud of these guys. We are like a bunch of brothers, and we will keep fighting for everything that comes our way.
Thank you so much. All the best going forward. Now we've got our losing captain. He just said that we do have a winner and a loser. But now, off to you, man. So sorry about today, but your guys came out. They fought, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah, today wasn't our day. We knew what the Naka Bulls were going to bring to us. We were ready for the physicality. I think we struggled a bit in the set pieces, and in rugby, if you struggle with the set pieces, it's going to be a long day. I'm proud of the boys playing 80 minutes. We targeted that last 20, especially for the comeback. We knew it's going to be a 23-man effort. But yeah, well done to the Naka Bulls today. They deserve it.
Did the fatigue get to you?
We did feel it a bit. On Saturday was a bit more rain and slow. And it was a slow game, so I think it helped us a lot on Saturday. But we felt it a little bit, but I won't say we can use that as an excuse now.
Thank you so much, Dion. That was our losing captain. But now off to the highlights of the games. And as you can see, we had a beautiful day. But now off to the highlights and see what happened, what really transpired in the game.
Man's given a chance to release the ball. Still on the side of the Canary Yellows. Eckhard Boshoff with the leg drive. Takes them to within 5. Tobias now with a step inside. A handoff as well on Loan Libber. That was in the throat. It hurt. Now just a little bit more expansive. But it's a marauding mass of yellow. And they've opened up the field. There's a chance for a try, and it is a try. Fantastic play here. And it's nice captain Johan Grobler. Just have a look at how they attack the line. And the point at which that ball is thrown wide. Now the defense is spread, and Grobler says, thank you very much. Just the tiniest of gaps for him to get in. And he does so indeed. Pressure's all on Durbell to claw their way back in this match. They trail by 15. Now there's space on the outside, and clean pair of heels. Eventually a good tackle picked up nicely. And there will be a try for Eugene Bosman. Perfectly timed as well. They desperately needed that, but how was that break on the far side?
Die bal moet af vorentoe genop word.
The offload. Luckily, Kuhn was very patient. Took it up cleanly. He's ran very hard on the outside, Ruben Venter.
It was not available to play there to Eckhard Boshoff.
Play on, play on.
Not a snipe at the line here. Now close. Johanna Kumkamp. Libber out here, and a beautiful little pass to Kirshner. Fantastic little inside or outside pass there by Eugene Bosman. Perfectly timed, and Kirshner's been injured in the process. So have a look at this little, lovely draws Swartz, and then easy as you like to Kirshner, who then bore the full weight of Johan Grobler.
A bit of a stiff arm on the floor, so that...
Danny Mokobane now. He finds the gap, and a lovely pass to the vice-captain with an even better pass inside. Himan's going to run away with this and score. What a way to finish this match. Smooth and silky as you like. My goodness. It may have been just a little bit down on pace this game in the last 10 minutes, but that has sparked it to life in the dying moments of the match. And it's given us the ultimate crescendo to a superb performance here by the Naka Bulls. Marcel Himan rounds it off, but have a look at this. Danny Mokobane finds the space. He's into it. Lovely inch-perfect pass. And how's that for the pass back inside by Johan Grobler? And Himan running the perfect line. John. Jets, thank you very much for today.
Take a photo of us. Take a few.